20 assists in the victory over Kent State. Leading the way in that game, multiple double-figure scores, 3 to be exact. Jaden Dawson, 13 points against the Golden Flashes. It was Miles Rubin leading the way with 18 points, 8 of 9 from the field with 9 rebounds and 2 blocks. And then also checking in with double figures in that game for the Ramblers was somebody, I thought, as I'm looking up and down my sheet. Yeah, Sheldon Edwards, 12 points, 3 of 8, 5 assists, no turnovers in that game, as the Ramblers punch their ticket to the NIT semifinals, having won now 24 of their last 25 games at home and 13 of 16 now since that overtime loss at George Mason at the end of January. That was January 29th. Since then, the Ramblers have gone 13-3. And the last time the Ramblers played inside Hinkle Fieldhouse, March of 2021, first round of the NCAA tournament, when they defeated Georgia Tech in the 8-9 game to then go on and beat Illinois in Bankers Life Fieldhouse about 15 minutes down the road to get to the Sweet 16 in 2021. So CT, the Ramblers, there's a lot of talk going into a tournament like this, kind of the care factor. And Loyola, I think from the start in that first game at San Jose State, they cared, right? They were locked in, and now look where they are, a chance to play for a championship. And of course, it was 10 years ago to the day that your Loyola team won the CBI championship. As today is just the second ever game played in the month of April for this Loyola program.
Yes, I mean, the first point, Scott will talk about the care factor. So that's something that, obviously it is important, especially coming into like an NIT or lower tier tournament, because everybody sets out they want to be in March Madness, but the reality is not everyone can make it. And I think the biggest difference that we've seen this year has been that care factor. It seems like guys are really motivated, wanting to be there versus last year when we went to play that team down in Peoria. And you could just read the body language on our guys, and we were just really disappointed, just really broken after bowing or the way the A-10 tournament went for us, especially how the regular season had gone. So you have to give Drew and his staff a lot of credit. It seems like they've been able to shake some things up to get our guys mentally prepared and ready to go. And then your point about the CBI championship. Yeah, I mean, it is 10 years exactly to the day. I dug up the old tweet from the Loyola men's basketball account, but it was a special time. And I mean, thinking back to it, there's only so many teams at the time there's like 3 teams in all of college basketball that can end their season with a win. So we were one of those. But then also just thinking about how far the program has come in the last 10 years, all the highs and lows that we've been a part of, mostly highs, thankfully, have been really good for the program. And I really look forward to seeing what these next 10 years are going to build or provide for us.
PNC Bank is the official bank sponsor of Loyola Athletics. For more information, visit PNC.com. PNC Bank, National Association member, FDIC. As the Ramblers compete here in the NIT, we want to thank Caputo Cheese, Ticket eStore, and the law firm of Kupiak and Martin for sponsoring the Hunt for Hardware this season. Mentioned some of those NIT numbers, 74 points a game, giving up 69.3, shooting 45%, and opponents just 37% from the field. Now, here's a not-so-good number, actually. The Ramblers are only shooting 28% from 3 in the NIT, 24 for 86. But, again, still 45% overall. That's because the Ramblers, from inside the three-point line, 61%. That means mid-range game like Jaden Dawson in his 35-point game, knocking down those 15-footers and getting points in the paint. The Ramblers averaging 32 points in the paint per game, plus 5 more than their opponents. And that might be an opportunity again today for someone like Miles Rubin with a size advantage in the paint here today against Chattanooga.
Yeah, clear size advantage. And I mean, also just the athleticism that Miles can bring. I think he can really elevate over a lot of these smaller Chattanooga defenders, especially with the way he's coming off, or the way he played in the Kent State game. So coming off an 18.9 rebound performance. We've talked about it time and time again on this broadcast, how his offense has taken a big step forward, especially the second half of the year. So, I mean, I think he's, if I'm him, I mean, I'm coming in here with all the confidence in the world. I'm going to demand the ball early on, especially just to try to get yourself going. And I think once Miles can see the ball going through the net, he can get an early, easy bucket. I mean, that should give him a lot more confidence for the rest of the night.
So the Ramblers and the Mocs will be meeting up here for just the third time ever. And the last time these two teams met, The first George Bush was the president of the United States back in 1989. The last time these two programs met up in a men's college basketball game. The Ramblers 25-11, Chattanooga 27-9. All four teams, now three teams technically remaining here in the NIT, are very good programs, have had very strong seasons. And the atmosphere in here, it feels important, CT. Good, solid crowd. And as you might expect, Loyola has the biggest contingent of fans out of the four that are here in Indianapolis getting ready for these games here today. We'll take a break, come back, and we'll talk about Chattanooga, the opponent for the Ramblers. Ramblers and Mocs NIT semifinal. Tip-off is coming up in about 11 minutes, so stick here. This is the Great Central Brewing Company pregame show on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Great Central Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Great Central is a collaborative brewery working every day to serve their community and client partners with heart, vitality, and muscle. Great Central brews great timeless beers. Grab one at Gentile Arena this season and make plans to visit their tap room at 221 North Wood Street in the growing brewing district west of Fulton Market. Great Central Brewing Company, an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, is making it easier than ever to find the right provider on a date and time that work with your busy schedule. Using the My Loyola online self-scheduling tool, you can make your next appointment in under a minute. Choose from over 30 specialties, in-person appointments or virtual visits, and your preferred date and time, then confirm and schedule. Head to loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We believe a successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, the official retirement planning sponsor of Loyola Athletics, is here to assist. Their holistic approach to retirement planning addresses various aspects of your financial landscape, aiming to ensure a well-rounded strategy for your golden years. Visit swdgroup.com or give them a call at 187-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Designers is a paid sponsor of Loyola Athletics. No endorsement by Loyola Athletics is stated or implied, and Loyola Athletics is not a client of Strategic Wealth Designers.
Shooting and CT back inside Hinkle Fieldhouse, where the Ramblers just took the floor again in the final couple of minutes of the warm-up here. We do want to say, and probably have already been informed through social media, but Kamani Owinsu is back for the Ramblers today after missing the last two NIT games. He is back in the starting lineup as well for the Ramblers today. So just want to get that out there, that Kamani has returned and appears to be 100% to go for these, hopefully, two games this week in Indianapolis. All right, let's talk about Chattanooga. I mentioned they've got 27 wins on the year, 27-9. Statistically, on my chart here, they've got a lot of green. They're seventh in the country in assist-to-turnover ratio. They're 16th in effective field goal percentage. They're 28th in field goal percentage. They're 31st in free throw percentage. They're 33rd in three-pointers made per game. And they're 40th in fewest turnovers per game. This is a solid club that has wins most recently at Bradley, 67-65. Came back from down 16 in that game late in the first half. And then they also defeated Dayton on their home floor. They got that extra home game because Dayton not being able to play at home defeated the Flyers pretty handily, 87-82. Before that, they had to go to triple overtime to win in Murfreesboro over Middle Tennessee State. So this has been a tested Chattanooga team over the NIT and not to be taken lightly, CT.
No, I mean, they're a very quality team. I mean, you ran through a lot of their metrics. I mean, the free throw shooting is going to be key. I mean, we really have to guard without fouling. I mean, they don't have a ton of size with their guards. in particular. A little bit smaller, but they're very quick with the ball. I mean, they can get by you in a hurry. So if we're not ready to guard, I mean, you pick up the little ticky-tack hand check fouls. I mean, you put them on the foul line early on, especially in both halves. It can end up being a difference maker.
Honor Huff leads the way, 15.3 points per game. He's top 20 in the country in three-point percentage. He's made 42% of them, 124 total, 8th in the SoCon in scoring. He's attempted the 10th most threes in the nation, 21 points, 8 of 17 at Bradley. He also had a 26-point game against Dayton. Next leading scorer is Trey Bonham, the senior transfer from Florida, averaging 14 a game, 45% from the field. And then the third scorer on the team, Bash Whelan, a 6'6 grad student from Cincinnati, transfer from Bellarmine. He's averaging 14 points a game, second in the SoCon with a 54% field goal percentage. All right, we'll take our final break of the Great Central Brewing Company pregame show. Come back, get you the starting lineups as the Ramblers get ready to take on the Mocs here in the NIT semifinals from Hinkle Fieldhouse here on the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
Make sure to follow the Ramblers on social media at Ramblers MBB for all the latest news, updates, videos, and highlights.
On the alley-oop! Are you kidding me?
That's at Ramblers MBB on Instagram and Twitter. Download the Go Ramblers mobile app to stay connected with your favorite Loyola teams. The app features the latest news, scores, stats, and interactive content. Search Loyola Ramblers in the Apple or Google Play Store.
Great Central Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Great Central is a collaborative brewery working every day to serve their community and client partners with heart, vitality, and muscle. Great Central brews great timeless beers. Grab one at Gentile Arena this season and make plans to visit their tap room at 221 North Wood Street in the growing brewing district west of Fulton Market. Great Central Brewing Company, an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
On the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
Hunter shoots. He off the rim. Brown gets the score. It's over. It's over. We won. We won. We won.
This is Loyola basketball.
Chicago, for the second year in a row, your Loyola Ramblers are Missouri Valley Conference tournament champions. And in the process, they have earned an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Sister Jean, dust off those dancing shoes. Here we go again.
Watson drives to the hoop, to the rim, reverses it up and in. What a finish by Des Watson.
Norris between the rings to Edwards. Edwards catches top. Lots for Rubin.
Alley-oop finish.
Miles Rubin from Sheldon Edwards. Now Dawson, another quick trigger three. Another make for Jaden Dawson. The Loyola Ramblers from worst to first as they earn themselves the A-10 regular season championship.
Tip-off is coming up. Here's Scott Sudikoff and former Rambler forward Christian Thomas.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Loyola Medicine is nationally recognized experts providing personalized, compassionate care. Learn more at loyolamedicine.org. The starting lineup for Chattanooga is as follows. Trey Bonham, 6 foot, 175-pound senior from Mobile, Alabama. 14 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 45% from the field, 35% from three. Honor Huff, 5'10", 170 junior from Brooklyn. Transfer from VMI, came over with his head coach Dan Earl from VMI. 15.3 points per game, again 42% from three, top 20 in the country. Colin Mulholland, 6'10", 220-pound redshirt freshman from Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. He's averaging 5 points and 2 rebounds a game. Bash Whelan, 6'6", 215-pound graduate student from Cincinnati, Ohio. 14 points a game for him, 54% from the field. And then Garrison Kiesler, 6'7", 205 senior from Greene, Ohio. He leads the nation with a 5.40 assist-to-turnover ratio. And now for the Ramblers, Des Watson, no surprise, 14.3 points per game in the NIT. 6 points on 3 of 9 shooting against Kent State, but did have 4 assists for the 11th time this season. Jaden Dawson averaging 18.7 a game in the NIT, shooting 44% from the field. Sheldon Edwards Jr., He's coming off 12 points on 3 of 8 shooting, 5 assists, no turnovers against Kent State. Miles Rubin, what his NIT numbers? Listen to this. 12.7 points per game, 18 of 21 from the field. That's 85.7%, 7.3 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks per game. And back in the lineup for the first time since the San Jose State game, Kamani Uetsu, as he's had 37 assists to 15 turnovers over the last 9 games that he has played. Drew Valentine, of course, in his 4th year as the Rambler head coach, a .624 winning percentage, 83-50. All right, we're getting ready for opening tip. CT, your keys here for the Ramblers to move on to the championship.
So, offense, we have 2 keys. First one, establishing ourselves in the paint. So we talked about Miles' effectiveness on the offensive end. Combine that with the fact that Chattanooga is pretty thin on the front court and they don't have a ton of size or rim protection. I think this could be an opportunity for Miles to pick up right where he left off. Second thing you'll notice, with Trey Bottom and Hunter Huff, great guards, but both of them are pretty small. So I think that in coming out of transition, like a guy like Kamani can quickly get to his Nova post in the short corner and kind of back them down and sort of see how they're guarding him. If they send double teams, he's smart enough and a good enough passer to spray it to our shooters. That could open up a lot of opportunities on the perimeter for open shots for like JD, Sheldon, and Dez, or some drive, or opportunities to drive the closeout and get all the way to the rim or to that mid-range area we also talked about. And then the last thing on defense, we have to guard without fouling. We have to adjust to the way the game is being called. So there's a ref that's going to call some pretty ticky-tack fouls out front. There's no opportunity for, we can get upset by it, but we have to adjust. We can't put these guys on the foul line for easy buckets.
Mentioned Honor Huff averaging 15.3 points per game this season. Trey Bonham averaging 23 points in the 3 NIT games, shooting 47% from 3-point range. Ramblers will be wearing the home white uniforms. Will move right to left here in half number 1. Chattanooga in the navy blue with the yellow numbers on the front and the back. We get the final horn. Miles Rubin will jump it up against Colin Mulholland. And we'll get the NIT semifinals at Hinkle Fieldhouse underway. The tap, one back to Sheldon, who gives it to Kamani. And here come the Ramblers. Kamani dribbling between the rings, gets a screen from Rubin, moving right. We'll skip it left side, Sheldon. 3 ball in the air. She comes up short and then goes up over the backboard out of bounds. It'll be Chattanooga ball.
All right, so they've got Huff and Bonham guarding, I think it was Dez and JD. So they're going to be the ones that are going to be able to get to that Nova post early, especially Dez. I trust him a lot more in that short corner. I think he's really effective in the mid-range area.
Broadhead to the front court by Huff. Now on the left wing, they bounce it in the lane to the cutting Bonham, who up fakes and then able to score at the rim. 2-0 Chattanooga. Dawson left wing, picks up his dribble. Rubin catches top side. Miles holding. Now we'll dribble down the left lane line. Back it down Mulholland into the paint. Right-hand hook is good for Miles Rubin, and he's taking it into his own hands early. 2-2 start. Mulholland 17 feet from the basket, now backs it out beyond the arc. Huff on the deep right side. Back up top, Mulholland fires it down low. Miles just got a fingertip on it. Down low is Garrison Kiesler. It'll be out of bounds to Chattanooga. 18 on the shot clock. Just underway, 56 seconds gone by, tied at 2. Kiesler will inbound on the baseline, and he leads the nation, 5.40 assist to turnover ratio. 108 assists to 20 turnovers all season. Incredible numbers. Shot clock at 13 out front. Chattanooga has the basketball. Bash Whelan, left-hand dribble drive. Edwards mid-block. The help comes. They kick out Mulholland. Long topside 3. No good. Front rim. Rebound by JD. Dawson up the left side with it for the Ramblers. Dawson into the paint. He gets fouled on the pass out to Kamani. First foul of the game goes on Chattanooga.
Yep, and you see how they're calling it right now, so go ahead and adjust to it.
Goes on Kiesler. First time Chattanooga's ever made the NIT semis in program history. First time they've been in the NIT at all since 1987. Dawson left corner. Rubin sets the screen. Dawson turns the corner. Pull up elbow. Front rimmed it. Loose ball off the floor for the Mocs. Picked up by Whelan. Here to the front court right side is Huff. Swings it. Sideline right. Kiesler. Push pass left for Bonham. Now bounces from Mulholland, top of the nail. Guarded by Rubin, dribbles out to the left wing. Now in the hands of Bonham, gets free, driving left from the left side and finishes with the right hand. 4-2 Chattanooga. Bonham has both buckets. Rubin gives to Kamani on the left wing. Kamani to the paint, finds Dawson right side, up fakes, gives to the corner now Dez. First time I think he's touched it. Dawson, long topside three, spins out. Rubin kept it alive, out of bounds, off of Miles. It'll be Chattanooga ball with 17:51 to go first half, 4-2 Chattanooga.
Yes, on that last drive, Sheldon has to force his man into the ball screen. So you can see it on the replay right now. Miles is getting out extended, getting ready to hedge. You can't let him refuse and get baseline because you don't have any help that way.
Kamani, after a couple of minutes, will come out of the game. Jalen Quinn comes in. Of course, he started the last two games, averaging 8.3 points per game in the 3 NIT games. Played very well overall in the 2 starts. Bonham on the right wing, guarded by Watson. Bounces it from Mulholland. Mulholland around the top. Hands it off Whelan. Whelan dribble drive left. Double team, kick out. Mulholland passes Kiesler. 8 to shoot. Out front. Left-hand drive. Has to kick it out for a left side three. And that's in and out for Huff. Halfway down, JQ got the rebound. Up ahead to Sheldon. Edwards pulls up left wing. Rubin catches top of the key. Gives to Watson. Watson into the paint. Watson drives right. It's free. As Rubin set that little just body position screen in the paint to open it up. We're tied at 4.
Yep, Dez also did a great job keeping his man on his back and on his shoulder so he couldn't recover and get back in front of him to level him.
3 minutes gone by here in the first half, tied at 4. Mulholland back to the basket, top of the key. Coming to get the handoff is Bonham. He gets to the paint, met by Rubin. Will circle it back out. He's on the right wing now with Sheldon on him. Gives it up to Huff. Huff gets double teamed. He passes it to the free throw line. Pull-up shot, good by Bash Whelan.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Drew's raising his hand saying that's my mistake. So what ended up happening was, you had Huff just kind of sizing up Miles out front. It's going to be a tough matchup for him. Just ran 2 guys at him, get the ball out of his hands.
6-4 Chattanooga. 16:20 to go in the first half. Watson dribbling out near the half-court logo, just at the edge of the N in NIT. He creeps forward a bit with 15 to shoot. Passes right for Dawson. Dawson to Quinn, cutting into some contact. Counted on the foul for Jalen Quinn. A chance for 3. And the foul goes on the big man, Mulholland.
Yeah. It all started with JQ being a great teammate. So they're sagging way, way off him like we've seen teams tend to do. And so he just had a nice little set a hard screen for JD to kind of free him up. His man went to help. He rolled hard to the basket, rewarded him by catching the ball and being able to finish.
JQ to the line where he's 76% on the season. Trying to give Loyola its first lead of the day. And he does. 7-6 Ramblers with 16:08 to go in the first half. Latif Diouf has come on, a freshman from the Netherlands for Chattanooga. He has the basketball out front, dribbles right to 15 feet, gives it to Bonham. Bonham steps back to the right corner, misses a 3 long. JQ now on a run out on his own will pull up, find Dawson, trail 3, left wing, gets good. And the Ramblers lead 10-6 on a quick 6-0 run. Bonham up top to Diouf. They back way off on him. He dribbles to the elbow. Looking around to pass. Never even looked at the rim. Right baseline. Shot good. A little short J. Good for Whelan. His second bucket. And it's 10-8 Ramblers. Quinn into the front court. Left wing Sheldon. Rubin catches. Sheldon cuts. Gets the pass. Oh, there was contact and didn't score it off the window. Rebound Chattanooga. Into the front court Bonham. 15:05 to go first half. Ramblers by 2. Diouf, hands off. Bonham, topside 3. Got it. And Chattanooga back in front. Bonham's got 7 points.
Yeah, he's small, but pretty quick. Kind of like a poor man's Isaiah Swope almost.
Watson between the rings. Puts down one dribble, bounces elbow. Quinn, kick right corner. Dawson 3. His second make. Nylon for JD, and the Ramblers back in front by 2. 13-11, his second trifecta. Top side, Diouf to the free throw line, dribble handoff, Whelan. Whelan rises, tough shot, fading away, missed it off the front rim. Rubin the rebound, outlet to Sheldon. Edwards, right wing, pulls up,
Ooh.
will take the three, and make the three. And the Ramblers are 3 of 5 from downtown to begin the game, but up by 5 now, 16-11. DeJuif backing down Rubin. Spins left to the baseline. Steps
that
through.
out of here.
He traveled probably and had a terrible shot that gets blocked by Rubin. Here come the Ramblers. Quinn. Left-hand dribble down the left lane line. Lays it up. No, he missed it short. I think he was expecting contact and never got it. Mox come the other way. Kiesler, right-hand dribble to the paint. Bounce pass baseline. Reverse lay-in. Good by Whelan. Whelan's got 6.
Des has to see and recognize that back cut. He took his eyes off him.
Bonham and Whelan have all 13 points. Rubin left of the lane. Ramblers by 3. Haven't had the under 16 timeout yet. There's 13:23 to go. Dawson, right wing, another 3. Front rimmed it. Loose ball. Nobody for Chattanooga went and got it. Dez did, but he stepped out of bounds on the baseline. Didn't tiptoe well enough. It'll be Chattanooga ball. We come back from a timeout. 13:17 to go in the first half. Jaden Dawson's made a couple of threes. Bonham and Whelan keeping Chattanooga in this one. Loyola 16, Chattanooga 13. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Caputo Cheese specializes in the manufacturing and processing of fine Italian-type cheeses, including Parmesan, Romano, and fresh mozzarella. They're best known among chefs for their award-winning burrata and ricotta cheeses. Whether you need a traditional Parmigiano Reggiano or a customized solution, Caputo Cheese delivers quality and consistency that only high standards and family pride can produce. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese.
Hey Rambler fans, this is Cam Krutwig, and my favorite way to get into the game is through my friends at TicketEstore.com. Whether it's courtside or in the upper deck, TicketEstore.com has you covered. They have a wide selection that I love. The proud official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics, Ticket eStore is alumni-owned and celebrating 20 years in the business. With no service fees, TicketEstore.com gets you in the game for less. Let's go Ramblers.
This is Ramblers men's basketball player Jalen Quinn on behalf of the law firm of Kupiec & Martin. Founded in 2008 by Loyola alumnus Dave Kupiec, Kupiec & Martin is a trusted multi-state tax law firm with almost 6 years of experience, advising businesses with state and local income, franchise, and sales tax matters. Their expertise was developed from working in-house at large publicly owned corporate tax departments, Big Four accounting firms, and state agencies. Contact them at 312-632-1022 or visit them at kupiecandmartin.com. Go Blurs.
Download the Go Ramblers mobile app to stay connected with your favorite Loyola teams. The app features the latest news, scores, stats, and content. You can also listen live or on demand to all Rambler Sports Network, men's basketball broadcasts, and Rambler Roundtable podcasts. Search Loyola Ramblers in the Apple or Google Play Store. We have 13-17 to go first half. Loyola 16, Chattanooga 13. Ramblers are 6 of 12 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. Chattanooga 6 of 11 from the field. All 13 points have come from Bonham and Whelan. They're getting some good open looks and good movement without the ball for Chattanooga on offense as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I think that's been the biggest difference. I mean, Whelan, he just beat Dez for a back cut. Easy back cut, too. I mean, it was very slow developing. We could see it from right here. I think Dez is a much better defender than that. And coming out of this timeout, I mean, you can see Drew challenge Dez and tell him that he needs to step up, pick it up, particularly on that floor or that side of the floor. Now, with Bonham, it's a little bit different. I mean, Miles is playing in a drop coverage, and he's just kind of continuing to use those ball screens back and forth. And they keep moving him lower and lower and getting him into a scoring position. So he's just kind of finding his rhythm. So I'm curious to see what adjustments we make. I mean, at a glance, I'd probably look to bring Miles up a little bit higher. So in that way, if we do need to emergency switch, Miles can get out there and use his length and kind of gap on him and make him try to score over the top of him.
Dawson has 6 of the Ramblers, 16. And then you have Quinn, Edwards with 3 each, Watson and Rubin each with 2. On television, talking about Honor Huff and Trey Bonham. They both were at VMI together. Bonham went from VMI to Florida to Chattanooga. Head coach Dan Earl was the head coach at VMI, for now being in his 3rd year at Chattanooga. Interesting to know, in the SoCon, if you transfer intra-conference, you still have to sit out a year. The only league that still enforces that rule.
Silly.
So he had to sit out. Honor Huff did a couple of years ago. He's played the last two for Chattanooga. All right, the Mocs have the basketball. Ramblers lead 16-13. 13:02 to go, first half. Kiesler gets to the left elbow, met there by Deloach. Daniil Glasgow into the game as well. Kamani is in. Wakori is in for the first time, but a three ball from the left wing is made by Honor Huff to tie the ball game. His first points of the game.
Yeah, that's pretty solid defense from Daniil right there. I mean, Honor Huff just made a shot.
Deloach catches in the paint, down low. Wakoria up fakes, fouled and scores. Francis Wakoria with the finish through the contact of Makai Richards. Another chance for a three-point play for the Ramblers. And look at the feed from Jalen Deloach, which was strong as well. A little big-to-big action in the paint. Wakoria at the line, free throw in the air, and good. 71% on the season. 19-16 Ramblers, 12:37, 12:36, 12:35 left to go in the first half. Deep on the left side, Jack Castool into the game. Bounces it for Richards, top side. Now on the left wing. And between the rings, it's Kiesler. Gives it up left elbow to Richards, guarded by Kamani. Shot clock at 5. Dribbling out from the corner, Cusano. He lost it as he passed it to Richards, who has it knocked out of bounds with 2 on the shot clock. Under out of bounds for Chattanooga. Jaden Dawson's going to come right back in here for Daniil Glasgow. With 2 on the shot clock, 12-11 to play first half. Ramblers 19-16 lead. And for Chattanooga, Trey Bonham will return. His old school, qualifying for the Final Four this weekend in San Antonio, Florida. Inbound right corner, catch and shoot. Huff almost banked it in. I mean, not really almost. It hit the backboard, let's just say. And that'll be a shot clock violation.
I don't like that rule right there because we got the rebound. We should be able to transition fast break.
Sometimes they let it go. It just depends on when that buzzer sounds. But I think you're right. If it's a clean rebound, it should always just be let go. Now, if there's some little battle, some little fumble, whatever it might be, then, blow it dead. Shot clock violation. But in the end, you're impacting the offense, or the defense, going to offense. Watson trying to bring his defender down low, being guarded by Bonham, and Watson gets called for an offensive foul. It's just the first foul on Loyola, and we'll get a timeout. 11:50 left to go in the first half. Loyola 19, Chattanooga 16 here in the NIT semifinals. This is Loyola basketball from Learfield.
At Loyola University Chicago's Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health, we address health in all its dimensions to provide better outcomes for all. With academic programming in applied health sciences, healthcare administration, health informatics and data science, and public health sciences, we collaborate across disciplines to find solutions to complex problems. Join us at the Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health as we reimagine the future of health today. Learn more at luc.edu/Parkinson.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Caputo Cheese is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Family owned and operated, the Caputo team strives to bring customers a taste of the old world with new world service. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese. Nat Caputo is somewhere in the house right now here at Hinkle Fieldhouse. We know that for a fact. Man, he's such a super fan that he rented a house nearby here for the week to enjoy the time and not have to rely on a hotel. So that's fandom right there.
Yeah.
CT. 19-16, Loyola leads Chattanooga. 11:50 left to go in the first half. And yes, we probably will visit that house, hopefully, sometime between now and Friday morning, we're hoping.
Exactly.
But CT, Ramblers maintaining a lead here, up by 3. Both teams shooting exactly 7 for 13 in the ball game.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are running some pretty good stuff. I mean, you got to give Chattanooga a lot of credit. I mean, they're pretty patient and They don't rush a lot of shots. I think that's why their field goal percentage is as high as it is. Get a lot of motion guys cutting without the ball, and it's tough to guard. But I mean, I would like to see, our guys just totally lock in, especially our guards. So understanding that, okay, if we're going to keep our bigs and drop coverage on those high ball screens, which based on the last couple of possessions, it looks like we're doing, they really, really have to fight to get over the top of those screens, especially with the way that Bonham can shoot it. We know Huffish can shoot it as well. So, I mean, those are going to be the two guys that are going to be playing the most off those high screens. So we got to be able to get over those and be able to contest their shots.
Ramblers were just called for their first foul of the game. It was an offensive foul on Des Watson, so Loyola's second turnover. Chattanooga only has 1 turnover. And Chattanooga for the season only 10.1 turnovers a game, and they had a total of 5 at Bradley. We're +7 in that category. And, of course, Loyola, I mean, really over the last month plus have taken care of the basketball so well, except for the end of that San Jose State game. Chattanooga basketball moving left to right. 19-16 Ramblers. Mulholland catches a pass that got tipped out to him on the three-point line. He airballs a 3 that just bounces off of Kamani. It looked like it bounced off a mock. It didn't even seem close. And they're going to give it to Chattanooga with 15 on the shot clock. Drew Valentine and Loyola bench not really arguing about it. Inbound to Mulholland, left wing. Now up top, it's Cusano. Deep on the right wing, Castool. Bounces it from Mulholland, back to Castool. Push pass right side 3, good by Honor Huff. CT, what'd you see?
I saw. So JJ is guarding the guy. I mean, you got Hunter Huff. You can't help on a dribble penetration like that. I mean, JJ kind of went half helped. He's not quick enough to be able to close out on a guy like that.
Tied at 19, 11-11 to go. Kamani top side, his pass looking to get to the free throw line to Deloach. Gets stolen by Castool. And then stolen back on a bad pass. And the Ramblers have it. And then Sheldon Edwards got called for a double dribble. I didn't see that one, but so not a good sequence either way.
No, it's really stopping. You can see it right there. JJ, you can't help off the strong side corner, especially when you have a shooter. Now, I know he doesn't guard guards a lot, but I mean, that has to be one of those defensive principles that everyone knows about.
All right, Chattanooga has the ball, tied at 19. Dribble drive right into the paint. Bonham gets to the rim and scores. He has 9. Chattanooga by 2. Watson dribbling out front. Chattanooga defensively looks to be in a zone. And they knock the ball away out front. Dez will go and retrieve it in the backcourt. Knocks down Castool. Rushes into the front court to the paint. Hands it off Miles. Power dribble up. Scores. Dez may have gotten away with something in the backcourt, but he then takes advantage, and Miles has the bucket, tied at 21. Bounce pass in the lane, knocked away, picked back up by Cusano underneath the rim, and scores against Dez, who had to be a little careful there, didn't want to pick up a second foul. Chattanooga back up by 2, 23-21. Dawson and Watson out front. Kamani, Sheldon, and Rubin out there as well. Watson for Edwards. Caught by Kamani, free throw line. Bounces it towards Miles, and a wild pass by Kamani.
Yeah, this zone look, it's gotten us totally out of rhythm, just out of sorts. Kamani has 2 turnovers against his zone. That's not like him. I know it's his first game back, but still, he's usually much more solid with the ball.
Good effort by the public address announcer to pronounce Francis's name correctly there. He wasn't really close, CT. He says I think he said Wakara.
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't correct.
Yeah, I'll give him one pat. It happens. Honor Huff. I'm never perfect. Huff, pull up, free throw line, little extended, 16 feet, no good, short. Miles was the one guarding him. Rebound. Here come the Ramblers. Quinn for Wakoria. Pulls up left wing. Now Watson on the wing. Watson now for Rubin. Rubin holding the basketball. Lets Watson come around, puts down the dribble, looking right. Rubin still has it. Dawson gets the handoff. Dawson now 12 to shoot, crosses over left, crosses over right, goes up free throw line, and almost,
Get in there.
yes, he does get the bounce as he's
one.
fouled. That's a strong finish from 15 feet away from JD.
Yeah, I'd love to see that aggressiveness. I mean, our offense kind of stalling a little bit prior to that. That zone had us out of sorts, but I mean, JD just so smooth, so good.
Nickel Fieldhouse known for the soft rims.
Soft rim, shooter's room.
Dawson now has 8 points. Free throw is good. Nestles in there. And the Ramblers retake the lead, 24-23 with 9:12 to go in the first half. Bottom into the front court, left to right, met by Quinn. Quinn fights through the screen. Bottom driving right in the lane. Hands it off to a cutter. It's a Whelan. Has to kick it out. Bottom in the paint. Lost it out of bounds. Good D by the Ramblers that time around.
Yeah, that's 2 possessions in a row. Francis has gotten switched on to either Bottom or Huff and done a great job sliding his feet, leveling them off, and then trying to make them score over the top of them. That's excellent.
Quinn will walk into the front court, right to left for the Ramblers, up by 1, 8:48 to go first half. Dawson deep on the right wing. Lobs it for Rubin at the rim. Tough catch. Goes with the dribble and up and scores again. I'm not sure again. Mulholland has the size in terms of listed height, but doesn't seem to have just the aggressiveness to deal with Miles. Let's say that.
Nope.
6 points for Miles. Ramblers by 3, but movement away from the ball, cutting, getting open, and laying it up and in is Trey Bottom. He has 11 first half points. 1 point Rambler lead. Quinn dribbling across the end in NIT. Gives it back and forth with Dawson. Quinn now for Watson on the left wing. Chattanooga in the zone. It's like a 2-1-2, 3-2.
Kind of but matched up now.
Ball saved in bounds by Chattanooga, almost stolen. Watson left wing 3 with the shot clock running down, no good. And then Wakoria, he's called for the loose ball foul, grabbing a hold. Thought it was going to go the other way. And it's going to be Chattanooga ball. We come back from a timeout. 7:52 left to go in the first half. It's Loyola 26, Chattanooga 25. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Your Loyola experience doesn't end at graduation. Whether you're looking to connect with fellow Ramblers or mentor today's students, Alumni Relations offers a variety of ways for you to stay engaged with Loyola. Throughout Chicago and across the globe, Loyola graduates are setting the world on fire. Stay up to date with alumni stories and be part of a community that is changing the world. Loyola University Chicago. Be a Rambler for life. For upcoming alumni events and ways to get involved, visit alumni.luc.edu and follow us on Facebook and TikTok at LUC Alumni and on Instagram and Twitter at Loyola_alumni.
This is Rambler softball player Maddie Hickey on behalf of Midway Restoration Services, the presenting sponsor of Rambler Softball. They are a family-owned business who've been serving all of Chicagoland for more than 35 years. They provide emergency restoration services for a variety of emergency situations, including water damage, fire, mold, and biohazards. Midway Restoration Services is the one call you need to make to help manage the cleanup and restoration for your home or business. Call them 24/7, 365 at 312-226-1101 or visit them at midwayrestoration.com.
Tired of the daily maintenance of getting rid of unwanted hair? Still shaving the patches of hair left behind by laser hair removal? Ready to throw away your tweezer and have your eyebrows shaped permanently? Electrolysis is the only method recognized by the FDA as permanent hair removal. Call or text 224-730-4919 to schedule your free 45-minute consultation and sampling. Day, evening, and weekend hours available. Offices in Skokie and Lincoln Park. Visit electrolysisforyou.com for more information. Go Ramblers!
Make sure to follow the Ramblers on social media at RamblersMBB for all the latest news, updates, videos, and highlights. That's at RamblersMBB on X and Instagram. Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, provides life-saving care. Their top-rated doctors diagnose, treat, and manage both common conditions and complex diseases. Visit loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today. CT, I think it's pretty clear right now. Unfortunately, the Ramblers are just giving up too many layups on cutters getting free from the Chattanooga offense. That being said, still 26-25 Ramblers, 7:52 left to go in the first half. But what needs to be done to clean that up?
Yeah, I think we have to stop getting so spread out. I mean, the back cuts have been open. We can talk about that in a second. But, I mean, we also have to have some help side defense. So I made a couple times Chattanooga cutters just get freed, or they'd be able to refuse the ball screen, just get all the way to the rim, and nobody's standing in the paint. Everybody just kind of looking at them. So got to clean that up. But then also, when teams are cutting a lot, you hear the term face on face. So that's exactly what it sounds like. So if you're a defender, you're just standing right even with your guy. Now, if he tries to back cut, he's going to cut right into your chest. If he goes and gets a dribble handoff, then you just fight through it and get over the top of it, treated like a ball screen. But if you get too far leaning to the side, trying to anticipate him coming off the dribble handoff, that's what opens up that back cut. And we've fallen for that a couple times.
Going to be Chattanooga basketball. They have 9 assists on their 11 made baskets. Ramblers have 8 on their 10. So, I mean, they're showing that on a graphic for Chattanooga, but you can make the graphic for Loyola as well. 8 of 10. Maybe they did. Maybe I didn't see it, but both teams sharing the basketball well. CT was just dancing and singing along, by the way, if you heard the song in the background.
Never gonna give you up.
All right, dribble drive right to the hoop, and there's Dawson blocking the shot of Honor Huff. Rebound Ramblers. Well, that's a way to stop that, right, CD?
Yeah.
The layups. Block them. Quinn, left wing. Up top for Watson. Dawson trying to get free along the baseline. Watson goes left side, though, to Quinn. 11 to shoot. Watson crosses over right into the lane. Handoff. Miles goes up, gets fouled, and Miles will shoot 2.
Nice.
Colin Mulholland, his second. 6'10" starting center. And Miles will be at the line. How many team fouls is that? Chattanooga has 5. Loyola only has 2. Miles to the line. Bends at ace. First it is in the air and too strong. Miles today so far 6 points, 3 of 3 from the field. 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 block shot. No fouls yet. Trying to put Loyola up by 2. 3 dribbles, spins the basketball. Second free throw in the air. Short, and rebound knocked out, and Watson has it. Dawson steps into a 3, and the Ramblers get 3 after 2 missed free throws. That was the plan all along. Yeah. 12 for Dawson. He's made 3 from downtown, and then has a 3-point play as well, the old-fashioned way, which makes sense to do that inside Hinkle Fieldhouse. Wheelan from the top, runs into Quinn, and they're going to call a blocking foul on JQ. Both guys went to the floor. Let's look at the replay of the offensive rebound and the Dawson step-in 3. So Dawson is up to 12 points, as I said, here in the first half. Didn't get to see a replay of that foul, but it's only the 3rd on the team. Ramblers by 4. Behind a screen, bottom for 3. Front rim, rebound Miles.
It's a great contest from Dez right there.
Watson left corner, throws it out to Rubin, hands it back off for Dez. Dez on the left wing. Watson out front, Sheldon moves in right wing for Dawson. Now Rubin, everybody moves and cuts away. Rubin, handoff Dez, turns the corner right at 15 feet. And Tricky with the dribble, lost control of it, and picked up off the turnover by Chattanooga. Right ahead for Honor Huff. Bounces right in the lane for DeJouf. DeJouf trying to take Rubin into the paint. In the middle of the paint, has to kick it out. Never even tried to score. Now right corner, up fake. Bottom, dribbles to his left, into the paint. At the rim, will score it off the window. Bottom has 13. 2-point Rambler lead. He's 6 of 8 from the field. Ramblers, 5:55 to go in the first half. Watson on the left wing.
Yep, here we go. It's a good matchup.
Back and down. Bottom gets double teamed. Finds Wakoria right side. Pass to Dawson got deflected. JD goes and gets it. 5 to shoot. Rises into a long 3. Back rimmed it. And the rebound by Wheelan. Here come the Mocs. Bottom pulls up. Swings it right for Huff. Huff bounces it for DeJouf at 17 feet. DeJouf looks, dribbles left, across the free throw line, passes it out to the wing. Back in the hands of Bottom right side, guarded by Wakoria. Turns the corner into the paint, puts up a floater, bounces out, rebound by Wakoria.
They're doing a great job on the glass.
Watson for Rubin. Rubin into the paint, right into the Juve. Right hand up
yeah,
and good.
Easy.
No
Miles.
chance defensively for Chattanooga. 8 points for Miles. He's a perfect 4 of 4 from the field. Ramblers by 4.
High hand, Miles. High hand.
Huff into the lane. Hands it off. Turn around. Wheelan high off the glass. No good. Loose
Going
ball
down.
foul will be
Yeah.
called on Latif Djouf. It'll be Rambler basketball. No free throws. 6th team foul with 4:52 to go in the first half. 31-27 Ramblers. CT mentioned Loyola doing well on the glass. +4 in the game. And they have 2 of the game's 3 offensive rebounds. Loyola's 12 of 20 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3. And Chattanooga's 12 of 24, 3 of 9 from 3. Daniil has come in, Deloach as well, Edwards, Wakoria, and Quinn on the floor. Edwards passes to Deloach. Deloach right in the lane, backing down.
Right,
The baseline is
baseline.
open. He spins to the baseline, gets doubled, but he got doubled by Trey Bonham, so that meant nothing to JJ. He scores it and gets fouled.
It's too small on him. But, like, you just see the way he's playing it. They're literally giving JJ his left shoulder go to his right hand. Like, how unprepared do you have to be
And
to
you
allow
really get the look because we're up above at the concourse level, and I mean it was crazy seeing it from this vantage point. I guess from our courtside, it's not as prominent, but right, just waiting for JJ to spin to the baseline. He eventually does. Free throw is good. 3-point play. They gave the foul to Richards, who is the primary defender. His first. And the Ramblers lead 34-27 with 4:28 to go in the first half.
JJ,
Largest
don't
lead of the
switch back.
game.
You can't switch back.
Deloach guarding the ball out front, Bonham staying with him. Now the pass deep on the left wing. It comes out front to Cusano. Now the hands of Huff, top side. Huff using the screen. Good switch by JQ to jump out on him. 5 to shoot. Huff will shoot over him. A long 3. Clangs off the iron. No good. Offensive rebound. Kick out. Another 3. This time Bonham. No good. Offensive rebound again. This time Kiesler.
Yeah,
Ramblers
JQ.
go to the floor. Stolen away. And Edwards has it. Here comes JQ ahead for Glasgow. Glasgow will wait for help. Sheldon looks back towards his head coach. Ramblers a chance to go up by 9 or maybe double figures here. 34-27 with 3:45 to go in the first half. JQ using the Deloach screen to his right. Skips it. Daniil, left wing. Down low Deloach. 5 to shoot. The double comes from the backside. He kicks out Wakoria. 3 ball with 2 on the shot clock. No. Off the front rim. Rebound by the Mocs. Ahead comes Huff. Pulls up at the NIT 2025 logo on the court. Huff behind the back dribble. Now bounces it to the lane for Kiesler. Kiesler against Edwards. Mid-block left. Has to kick it out to Cusano. Now up top, it's Mekhi Richards, top of the nail. 3-pointer, top side, Cusano, well short. Loose ball, Kiesler had it, but taken away by Sheldon, and then he gets fouled by Kiesler, and that'll be free throws the other way for the Ramblers, 1 and 1 on Garrison Kiesler's second foul, and one of those silly fouls once you gave up possession. 3:04 left to go in the first half. Loyola 34, Chattanooga 27. Sheldon Edwards will be at the line when we come back from this timeout on the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
This is Ramblers men's basketball player Jane Dawson on behalf of Center Construction Group. They're Chicago's hometown team. We're specializing in building spaces that inspire. From modern offices to vibrant restaurants, Center Construction Group handles every detail with precision, creativity, and commitment to excellence. Center Construction Group's talented team is committed to building modern spaces. They're committed to delivering stunning results and building lasting relationships. Learn more at centerconstructiongroup.com. Center Construction Group, built better.
Caputo Cheese specializes in the manufacturing and processing of fine Italian-type cheeses, including Parmesan, Romano, and fresh mozzarella. They're best known among chefs for their award-winning burrata and ricotta cheeses. Whether you need a traditional Parmigiano Reggiano or a customized solution, Caputo Cheese delivers quality and consistency that only high standards and family pride can produce. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese.
Hey, I am Jalen Deloach, and I am inviting you to experience something truly dazzling at the Alfie Norville Gym and Mineral Museum.
And I'm Justin Moore, named in honor of Loyola Hall of Famer Al Norville and his late wife, Althea. This museum is a treasure trove of rare gems and stunning minerals.
Discover sparkling exhibits, learn fascinating stories, and uncover hidden wonders that will captivate the whole family.
Come visit today and let your imagination shine.
Go Ramblers!
Looking for hard-to-get tickets with a money-back guarantee? Visit TicketEstore.com to get your ticket fix. Great seats, great prices, and a great supporter of Loyola Athletics. That's TicketEstore.com. Ticket eStore is the official alumni-owned ticketing sponsor of Loyola Athletics. The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. 3:04 left to go in the first half. Sheldon Edwards will be at the line momentarily, shooting 1-and-1. Ramblers have their largest lead of the game, 34-27. Chattanooga has gone 1 of their last 8 from the field and haven't scored in 3 minutes and 5 seconds. And Jaden Dawson leading the way for the Ramblers so far today. 12 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. And his other 3 points have come on a free throw line jumper that he got fouled, got the bounce on, and made the free throw. So Dawson leading the way. Bonham has 13 for Chattanooga. And then you have Huff and Wieland. Sounds like Huff and Doback. Huff and Wieland with 6 and 6 apiece. So, CT, your thoughts, I guess, first on Jaden Dawson's performance.
I mean, he's looking like one of those elite two guards or wing players that we've seen here. I mean, I put him in that 1A category with like a Marcus Towns, Milton Doyle, Lucas Williamson type. I mean, he's just really good. That's all. That's all that needs to be said about it. I mean,
good analysis, CT.
Yeah, despite he plays with a ton of confidence. I mean, his shot-making ability is there. He also defends. I mean, he's a great athlete, too, so, I mean, he can rebound. We saw him come up with a really impressive block on, I think it was Huff, went up. Actually had him beat on a back cut, but he just didn't give up on the play, used that length athleticism to block that shot. So, I mean, really love what we're seeing from him.
Sheldon just made the front end of a 1-and-1, so the Ramblers now lead by 8, 35-27, with 3:04 to go in the first half. One dribble, spins the basketball, second free throw in the air, also good. Ramblers by 9. UC Irvine awaits one of these two teams in Thursday's championship game of the 2025 NIT. Getting free down low, Makai Richards flashes open, gets the pass, and scores. 36-29. Richards averages 3.7 points per game in 9 minutes a game. 36-29.
Yeah, showing that 3-2 zone right now from Chattanooga.
Edwards and Watson up front. They switch spots. Now sideline left, Dawson right back to Dez. Dribbles behind a Deloach screen. Finds Sheldon right side for 3. No good off the iron. Rebound by Richards. To be somewhat of a settle there for the Ramblers that trip down. Bottom deep on the left side. Sheldon creeps up closer to him. Richards comes to set the screen. Bottom goes before it's really set though. Huff up top. Costool. And down the left corner, Huff back to Costool with 8 to shoot. Bounces it for Richards at the left elbow. Back to Costool again. He'll take the 3 from the top and bury it. His 34th made three-pointer on the year. Shoots 37%. 5 in a row for Chattanooga. 36-32.
Yeah, we desperately need a bucket right here.
And working against the 3-2 zone. Watson lobs it to Kamani at the free throw line. Kamani to the floor. From the backside, knocked away by Trey Bottom. Rambler basketball with 15 on the shot clock. Wakoria in, Edwards out. Ramblers just had a 9-point lead. It's down to 4. A minute 37 to go. Kamani inbounding on the baseline. Gets it to Wakoria in the paint. Triple teamed. Goes out to Deloach.
Francis.
Now Watson, top side, steps to his left with the dribble. Misses the 3. And the rebound by Costool.
Francis, you have a 5'10" guy between you and the basket. You need to be able to score that, man.
In the left corner, lobbed over the top.
No
Richards.
help side defense again.
And another bucket. That's 7 in a row. 36-34. With a minute 12 left to go. Chattanooga shooting 50%. Ramblers 54%. Baseline left, it's Deloach. Bringing Richards into the paint. With the right hand, he got fouled before the shot. It'll be 1-and-1, though. Trying to punch the ball away. Looked like Richards. That'll be his second. Yeah, showing that prior Chattanooga basket, he had Kamani fronting, and then Dez was late. One and one for Deloach upcoming. 7 straight points for Chattanooga over a minute 54. Deloach made a free throw already earlier, finishing off a 3-point play. Exactly 1 minute left to play in the first half. And he makes the first, will have the second. JJ's free throw shooting has improved here in the postseason. Really the end of the season as well, regular season. He's a little bit more confident there. Second free throw up and also good. 38-34 with 1 minute left. Miles will return. Deloach to the bench. So that stops the 7-0 Chattanooga run. Bottom into the front court. Timeout Chattanooga. The use it or lose it timeout with 59.7 seconds left. And 29 on the shot clock for the Mocs. Stay tuned for tonight's halftime show. Brought to you by Great Lakes Brewing Company, an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Make sure to grab Great Lakes Brewing Company craft beer the next time you're at Gentile Arena, which could be for the men's volleyball finale, April the 12th against Ball State, in which the Ramblers, I think we're attempting to get a very large crowd in attendance there, let's just say. I don't want to jinx anything, but so that's a good game to go to. And the Ramblers should also have a 1 or 2 postseason volleyball matches as well. If you want to get some Great Lakes Brewing Company beer while at Gentile Arena. 38-34 Loyola. Chattanooga basketball here. And CT, the Ramblers looking for a strong ending here. I'd say more so defensively than offensively.
Yeah, defensively. I mean, it seems like Chattanooga, we went through a stretch where we were getting some stops, and then unfortunately it seemed like Chattanooga made some adjustments to our adjustments. So right now they made 3 out of their last 3. They're going to be looking to get a good one right here. I mean, the way Trey Bonham has it cooking, the ball is probably going to be in his hands for him to make the decision.
Bonham catches the ball in the backcourt. And Chattanooga with the basketball. Dribbling out near half court, being watched by Quinn. Bottom, moving to his right. Quinn stays with him. Crosses over left, gets into the paint, spins, floats it, and he
traveled.
Yes.
Yeah, JQ. That's great defense.
I was looking at our other referee friend on the far side. I think he may have had a foul, but the referee near side had the travel. 44.6 seconds left. 38-34 Ramblers. See if they go quick here, 2 for 1. Well, it doesn't really seem like it's Drew Valentine's thing to really go for it. Because a lot of times you just force a bad shot that first time. How about just get one good one as opposed to one forced one and maybe another chance. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Watson, left hand, trying to get it to Quinn. Ball get deflected and stolen. Not a good pass by Watson.
It's his 4th turnover, too. He does need to turn it around.
12 seconds left in the half. Now Chattanooga can take the final shot. Bottom to his left. Well, Corey switches on him. He backs him out with 5. Trying to hand it off with Huff with 3. Huff from way downtown. In and out. Rebound tapped up off the backboard and almost in. I think it would have counted. It'll be a 4-point Rambler lead at halftime. Ramblers shoot 54% for the first half, but have 7 first half turnovers. Chattanooga ends up with 5, shooting 47% from the field. Ramblers down on the glass right now, -1 because they're -2 in offensive rebounds, and they're -2 points in the paint right now, 18-16. But Jaden Dawson leads the way with 12 points, 4 of 8 from the field. Miles Rubin with 8 points, a couple of rebounds, and a couple of assists, as he's now 4 for 4 in this game. So he's 22 of 25 shooting. I put kind of quotes on that because a lot of them aren't really shots. They're dunks and layups. But he has worked in some of those floaters and the hook shots over the course of this NIT tournament as well. That's redundant, NIT tournament, but in the NIT. Bottom 13 points for UT Chattanooga to lead the way for the Mocs. All right, the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show is coming up next. Again, the score at the half. Ramblers 38, Chattanooga 34. This is Loyola basketball from Learfield.
Whether you're watching Rambler basketball from home or in Gentile Arena, be sure to do it while enjoying a Great Lakes Brewing Company beer. Great Lakes Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Find Great Lakes Brewing Company beer inside Gentile Arena or wherever Great Lakes beers are sold. Great Lakes Brewing Company reminds you to please drink responsibly.
Hey, Loyola fans, Cam Krutwick here. Have you ever shopped for sports or concert tickets online only to be blown away by the high fees at the checkout? You can forget about the sticker shock with TicketEstore.com, an official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics, proud members of the National Association of Ticket Brokers, and celebrating 20 years in the business. TicketEstore.com has the tickets you love without the fees you don't. Next time you're looking for great seats, TicketEstore.com is your destination.
Candlelight Chicago has been a Rogers Park staple since 1950. Located on Western Avenue, it's been topping the best of Chicago pizza lists for decades. Cheering the Ramblers to victories with its famous marquee sign, Candlelight Chicago is a great destination for sports fans, families, and anyone looking to experience great pizza, cold beverages, and friendly service. Their famous tavern-style pizza has fresh ingredients and the perfect crispy crust. Stop by for the next Ramblers men's basketball away game and check them out in advance at candlelightchicago.com.
Make Pippin's Tavern a downtown campus men's basketball away game watch party sponsor. Your go-to spot for game days, dinner with friends, or your next big event. With a mouth-watering menu, craft cocktails, and plenty of TVs. Pippin's Tavern is the perfect place to catch all the action and enjoy a great meal in the heart of downtown Chicago. Planning a special occasion, Pippin's Tavern offers several private event spaces to make your celebration unforgettable. Visit pippinstavern.com to learn more and reserve your next event.
Welcome into the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show on the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield. The score at halftime, it's Loyola 38 and Chattanooga 34. Full run-through of the stats here. Loyola 13 of 24 from the field, 54.2%, 4 of 12 from three, that's 33%, and 8 of 10 at the free throw line in the first half. Leading the way, Jaden Dawson, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from three, 12 points. He also has 2 assists in the game. 8 points for Miles Rubin, a couple of rebounds, a couple of assists, and 1 block for him. Next leading scorers are both Sheldon Edwards Jr. and Jalen Deloach with 5 points. Jalen Quinn has a team-high 5 rebounds in this game, and he's one of 4 players that have 2 assists, along with Rubin, Watson, and Dawson. Francis Wakoria has 2 steals so far in this game. Ramblers did turn it over 7 times in the first half, leading to 10 Chattanooga points. Chattanooga, 5 turnovers, but only 2 Rambler points scored off them. The Mocs shot 15 of 32. That's 46.9%. 4 of 14 from 3, 28.6%. And they did not attempt a free throw in the first half. The Ramblers were only called for 3 first-half fouls. If you look at Chattanooga, free throw attempts this season, 17.8 per game, 248th in the country. So they don't really get to the free throw line all that often. They shot 6 free throws in the 2-point win at Bradley, to give you some more context there. Leading the way is Trey Bonham, 6 of 10 from the field, 13 points for him. Honor Huff, 6 points on just 2 of 8 shooting, 2 of 6 from the field. And then Bash Whelan, 3 of 5, has scored 6 points. Let's see. Garrison Keeler, 2 assists to 1 turnover today. So it's crazy to say. That's well below what he averages. 5.4 is his assist to turnover ratio, and he's 2 to 1 here in this game so far. Rebounding, +1 for Chattanooga, including +2 on the offensive glass, but the second chance points are even 3-3. Chattanooga has the 18-16 points in the paint advantage. Ramblers 11-9 in points off the bench. Loyola led by as many as 9. Chattanooga then went on a 7-0 run to get it to back within 2. Of course, the lead right now 4. Chattanooga's largest lead was by 2 early on in the game, 2-0, 4-2. 6-4, somewhere around that during that time. 5 lead changes, 7 ties in the first half of play. So a CT, I mean, to me, things that stand out, Chattanooga shooting 47%. That's 10 percentage points better than what the Ramblers have been allowing in the NIT. And then 7 turnovers so far for the Ramblers, which is 1 below what they've been averaging per game, or maybe we'll call it 2, as they've been averaging 8.7 per game. So those, to me, are 2 key things that stand out that need to improve upon in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we're doing a pretty good job guarding the three-point line, so just holding Chattanooga to just 4 of 14. But, yeah, to your point, I mean, they're still shooting 47%. I mean, a lot of that, they're getting us too spread out and then just open, and that's just – we're getting too extended, like trying to almost getting too thirsty, trying to anticipate them coming off those dribble handoffs or using those ball screens, and then they're just cutting back door for us and just getting wide open looks, and then we're not doing a good enough job loading up on the backside to even be able to recover or possibly get over there to contest some of those shots and make them miss at the rim. So I would expect us to clean that up. And then, the turnover. So, I mean, Dez has 4 of them now. One of those was on that offensive foul he had on the basket in front of us. I mean, kind of tough to see if he extended from where we're sitting, but unfortunately, ref called a foul, so we just have to roll with it. But he's also had some careless passes. Kamani also has had 2 turnovers against when they were showing us that zone look. And, I mean, I feel like that's very uncharacteristic of both of these guys. I mean, Chattanooga, they're not like a VCU or where they're just getting up and, like, picking you up 94 feet and they have intense ball pressure. Like, we've seen more ball pressure from this. We've seen gone against bigger, stronger, longer athletes than what Chattanooga has. So I think once our guys slow down and settle in the second half, we should be able to cut that zone up.
Ramblers 21-3 this season when they lead at halftime, as they do today, 37-6 over the last 2 seasons, when the Ramblers have entered the locker room at halftime with an advantage tonight, 38-34. The winner here takes on UC Irvine in the NIT championship game, which it's going to be a late start on Thursday. I think it's 9 o'clock here Eastern and 8 o'clock Central Time. That game would be on Thursday. And obviously we are planning for it to be Loyola and UC Irvine, but it's still another 20 minutes left to go in this ball game. We'll take a break here on the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show. We'll come back and we'll discuss some basketball stuff, because that's what we're here for. Loyola 38, Chattanooga 34. This is the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Have you heard? Kohl's has 2 exclusive new home brands, Miriana and Mingle & Co. From luxe favorites that are all about turning your space into a sanctuary to fun mix and match dining essentials, there's so much to discover. And trust me, you're gonna love everything. Plus, you can get an extra 20% off throughout the store during our Friends and Family sale. So hurry to Kohl's today and bring it all home for less. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offer ends April 6th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Cubs fans, it's Elise Menaker with Marquee Sports Network, the multi-platform home of the Chicago Cubs. We know you can't wait for the baseball season to be back, so get an early start on the Marquee Sports Network app. The Marquee Sports Network app is your hub for all things Chicago Cubs, including breaking news, exclusive content, insider analysis, full episodes of the Cubs Weekly podcast and Cubs 360, and much more. Subscribe today for all the exclusive content at watchmarquee.com.
DeGroot Logistics is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics, owned and operated by Loyola alumni. DeGroot provides transportation services to some of the country's largest shippers of food and beverage products. If you're interested in learning more or joining their team, check them out at DeGrootLogistics.com. We're at halftime here at Hinkle Fieldhouse. Loyola 38, Chattanooga 34. Of course, the last time the Ramblers played here at Hinkle Fieldhouse, March of 2021. I think it was a 12-point victory, if I remember correctly, over Georgia Tech in the 8-9 game in the first round of the NCAA tournament en route to the Sweet 16 that season Ramblers come in having won 13 of their last 16 games. That dates back to the loss at George Mason in overtime. Since then, the only losses at Duquesne, which of the 3 losses I'm going to mention, I mean, I know the St. Louis game lost by 31, but I feel like that game you just hit a landslide, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Duquesne loss, I look back at that and go, oh, come on. That's a game I go back and say, we play that game again, the Ramblers win it 9 times out of 10. Just the way that they've now ended up playing. So that loss, Duquesne at St. Louis, of course, the 31-point loss, and then the loss in the A-10 semifinals to VCU. And so the Ramblers have obviously been playing very good basketball. 7th 20-win season in the last 8 years for Loyola. They only had 2 of those in the prior 2 decades. And it's the 6th postseason, of course, in the last 8 years, the 3rd time in the NIT for the Ramblers. And hoping to use this as a burst and a growth forward into next year and beyond. So CT, kind of, right now with basketball, it's the transfer portal, all that going on. I asked Drew the question about, still coaching games while doing that as well, having visits and looking at the portal. And then we see all the coaching stuff going on. North Texas' head coach Hodge, of course, he coached the game earlier today, and now he's done. I mean, tomorrow, in theory, he's on a plane to Morgantown, West Virginia to take over West Virginia. And the new head coach of North Texas, who you're familiar with, was here milling about watching the game. It's just such a weird overall situation. I mean, Villanova just hired a new coach, and they're playing in Las Vegas right now with an interim coach. Just a lot of weirdness.
Yeah, GW had 2 players enter the portal, and both those guys played in their crown game. Yeah, it is just a very interesting time. But I mean, I will say that from a coaching standpoint, I think Jay Billis says the best. The coaches portal never closes. So, you have guys that are, to your point, accepting new jobs while their teams are still actively participating in postseason play. So as long as we're allowing that, I have a hard time faulting players for looking to do the same thing. It seems like everyone's just looking for their next opportunity. And it's always, to some extent, it's kind of always been like that. But
for coaches,
yeah, for coaches. But I think with the transfer portal, it's somewhat, it levels the playing field. Now, I will say that it has gotten a little bit out of control with, if you're looking at any given point, I think at some point there was over 1,000 kids in the portal. Now, given you don't know everyone's circumstances or, why they're in there, some kids might have been told that you don't have a spot here next year, so you need to go find another school. So that happens. And I think those situations are unfortunate when guys also maybe have some family situations, they want to transfer back home. Things like that happen. But if you're a young player, if you just happen to hear this, I wouldn't just hop in the portal just hoping that something better is going to come along. Right. I think you should have a solid plan, a very thorough thought process for why you're wanting to jump in the portal. And then also you need to be prepared for you coming to the end of it. You're not getting any offers, and then the school that you're leaving has decided to move on from you. That's a harsh reality that can happen too.
And another thing to keep in mind is, there's always these reports, rumors, I don't know what to call them, but of potential NIL money promised to certain players at certain schools not coming through or not being what it was supposed to be. And I can see that being a reason to be like, well, I'm getting out of here if they're not going to treat me, they're going to lie to me basically, or not come through with their promises, assuming, that they on their end did what they had to do, and that's, show up, go to class, play in the games, and be an upstanding student athlete. So obviously there's a ton of different factors that go in. But it's definitely gotten out of control. I think everybody would agree with that, and there needs to be some sort of just limits. Some terms and regulations have to go in there at some point. But right now we're sort of in the wild, wild west. All right, final break here. The Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show. When we come back, second half of action. Loyola 38, Chattanooga 34. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Green means grow. Green State Credit Union, the official credit union sponsor of Loyola Athletics, has market-leading deposit rates for certificates, money markets, and even checking accounts. In addition to their aggressive certificate specials, they offer money market accounts with tiered rates to maximize your earning, and their Rewards Plus checking pays a premium rate on your balances and cash back on your purchases. Stop by a branch or visit greenstate.org to learn more. Deposits insured by the National Credit Union Administration.
Whether you're watching Rambler basketball from home or in Gentile Arena, be sure to do it while enjoying a Great Lakes Brewing Company beer. Great Lakes Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Find Great Lakes Brewing Company beer inside Gentile Arena or wherever Great Lakes beers are sold. Great Lakes Brewing Company reminds you to please drink responsibly.
Time for the second half. Loyola 38, Chattanooga 34. Ramblers shoot 54% in the first half. Chattanooga 47%. Ramblers the only 10 free throws of the game, and they've made 8 of them. It'll be Chattanooga basketball to begin the second half, moving right to left. And we are back in action. Honor Huff with it. Gets double teamed out front. Throws a wild pass to the paint that somehow gets through the Garrison Kiesler, excuse me. And now Mulholland on the left wing. Hands it off for Bash Whelan. Down the left baseline against Kamani. Scoops it up with the right hand. Rolls around it in. 38-36. Edwards into the front court. Hands off to Dawson. Moves it left for Dez. Watson.
Oh, yeah, blast repo.
Dawson catches across the nail. Gets towards the paint. Finds Miles Cutting, who lays it up and in. Miles is still perfect today. 5 of 5. 10 points. He's 23 of 26 in the NIT. 40-36 Ramblers. Mulholland, top of the nail. Fires a pass to a Cutting Whelan, who got away from Kamani, who lays it up and in.
Yeah, Kamani might have to come out. He's giving up back-to-back baskets on him.
40-38. Kamani dribbling right to the baseline. Kamani scoops it out to Dawson. Left corner for 3. Too strong off the back iron. Kamani goes over the back on Whelan. And that'll be Kamani's first foul. And I think Kamani's coming out.
Yeah, he's just out of sorts. He's like a step and a half slow on defense. He's out of sorts on offense. He needs to regroup.
JQ in for him. 18:49 to go second half. 40-38 Ramblers. Top side Mulholland. Quick 3. Got it. And Chattanooga's taking the lead. 41-40. Quinn on the right wing. Up top for Sheldon. Around Watson, now Dawson sideline left. Rubin catches on the left wing. Huff went for the steal. Rubin gives it to Watson. Now enters it for Rubin. One-on-one with Mulholland. Just outside the paint. Poked away from behind, but they call a foul on Mulholland on the poke, and that'll be his third. 18-17 left, and Mulholland has 3 fouls. He just made a 3-pointer for his first bucket of the game, and now has to come out of the ball. Has to come out of the ball game. Baseline inbounds. Watson lobs it out to Rubin. Rubin spinning left against DeJuif all the way to the hoop. He spun from the top of the key and then drove left and lays it in. Miles has 12. Ramblers back in front. And they try another bounce pass to a cutter away, and this time they call a foul on Loyola. Quinn, his second. The only Rambler that has 2 now.
Yeah, I'm keeping. Just keep JQ in there. He's giving us better minutes than Kamani is.
Under out of bounds. Put into the right wing, DeJuif. Up top, bottom. Bottom around the screen, met by Rubin. Fires it back to DeJuif, who gets to the hoop and scores. Quinn was trying to stay with him. Chattanooga back up by 1. Ball poked away out of bounds by Bonham, away from Edwards in the front court. Out of bounds, Rambler ball. There's Tim Duncan, by the way. Oh, just missed him. He was on the screen. Not
the actual Tim Duncan?
No, the other Tim Duncan. Dawson over to Quinn, bounces right wing. Dawson steps into an open 3, short. Wide open, though.
Yeah.
Here comes Chattanooga. Over half court, Huff spins to his left. Push pass out front, Bottom. Bottom passes to DeJuif, top of the nail. Whelan behind the DeJuif screen. Trying to go left against Watson. Turn around in the air. Tough shot.
Let's get a timeout, Drew. Let's get a timeout.
12 for Whelan. Inbound to Edwards. Edwards Gets it back to Quinn into the front court. And they're going to play on here. 45-42. 3 minutes gone by in the second half. Chattanooga by 3. Watson to the left. Edwards up fakes, gets free to his right, takes the 3. Too strong. Miles, the offensive rebound.
Score,
Miles will kick out. Dez will take the 3. Dez will miss it short, and the rebound to Juf. Yeah, Rubin probably just too unselfish. Never thought about attacking in the paint there. Huff, the free throw line. Up fakes, fades, throws it up, and bounces out. Miles gets the rebound on the defensive end now. Ripping it away. Rubin dribbling out top. Dawson runs by, now takes the handoff. JD for Rubin, top side. Dawson sets the screen. Rubin spins away from trouble, throws it out to Dawson. Now recollects himself, enters it for Rubin again. 6 to shoot, poked away by DeJuif. They keep doing that little poke away, and this time they do it cleanly. Wheelan into the front court, off the glass, and no good. Hung on the rim forever, and then Miles goes and gets the loose ball. So Loyola dodges one there. Timeout Loyola now with 15:53 to go in the second half, 15:49 to be exact. And it's Chattanooga 45, Loyola 42. 11-4 start to the second half for Chattanooga, and they have a 3-point lead. We'll take the timeout and be right back here on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Looking for a doctor close to home? You don't have to travel far to find the leading edge of healthcare. With Loyola Medicine, hospitals and doctors' offices located throughout the west, south, and southwest suburbs, advanced medical technology and top-rated physicians are right in your neighborhood. At Loyola Medicine, the official healthcare system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, it's easy to find an exceptional doctor at a convenient location. Go to loyolamedicine.org/doctor to find your Loyola doctor today.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Planning for retirement is like preparing for the big game. You need offense, defense, and the right team on your side. As the official retirement planning sponsor of Loyola Athletics, Strategic Wealth Designers has a goal to help you create a winning financial plan so you're prepared for life's biggest moments. Strategic Wealth Designers, helping America retire since 2002. Visit swdgroup.com or give them a call at 1-877-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Designers is a paid sponsor of Loyola Athletics. No endorsement by Loyola Athletics is stated or implied, and Loyola Athletics is not a client of Strategic Wealth Designers.
Kupiec and Martin, founded in 2008 by Loyola alumnus Dave Kupiec. He is a trusted multi-state tax law firm with almost 60 years of experience advising businesses with state and local income, franchise, and sales tax matters. Their expertise was developed from working in-house in large publicly owned corporate tax departments, Big Four accounting firms, and state agencies. Contact them at 312-632-1022 or visit them at kupiecandmartin.com. Sudi and CT back with you with 15:49 left to go in the second half. We're going to have one of those whistle-timeout situations here. The next whistle will also be a timeout. 45-42 Chattanooga, 15:49 to go. The Ramblers have the ball on offense. And I figured Drew has probably drew up something very specific for this possession, trying to get the offense going here in the second half. 2 of 6 from the field with 1 turnover.
Yeah, I mean, we've just been a bit of a scoring drought. I mean, right now we've gotten some pretty good looks. I mean, we ran a pretty solid action against when Chattanooga went zone. We did a good job pretty much overloading that far side and then just driving into the middle of the paint and then kicking it to JD. He had a wide open wing 3. I mean, I'd love for him to shoot those every single time. I mean, but right now shots just aren't falling. I'd like us to get something easy going towards the basket. Maybe try to get something for Dez, try to get him in the paint, try to get him going. So, I mean, he hasn't had the best night off or on either side of the floor. So maybe if he's able to get some easy buckets, start getting a little bit more confident, start playing a little bit harder, more locked in on the defensive end.
Ramblers have Okoria, Quinn, Dawson, Watson, and Deloach on the floor. Lobbed into the backcourt for JQ. He'll bring it back across half court, 20 on the shot clock. Quinn keeping the dribble low. Watson now with it on the right wing. Jab step, moves to his left. Quinn swings it left for Dawson. Deflects it, double deflection. It's going to be Chattanooga ball, and there's that other timeout now with the quick whistle. So 15:35 left to go in the second half. Ramblers turn it over. It'll be Chattanooga basketball. We come back. 15:35 to go. Chattanooga 45, Loyola 42 here on the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Rambler fans. This is Cam Krutwig, and my favorite way to get into the game is through my friends at TicketEstore.com. Whether it's courtside or in the upper deck, TicketEstore.com has you covered. They have a wide selection that I love. The proud official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics, Ticket eStore is alumni-owned and celebrating 20 years in the business. With no service fees, TicketEstore.com gets you in the game for less. Let's go Ramblers.
Hey, I'm Rambler Jalen Quinn, inviting you to discover the incredible Doubletree Reed Park Hotel in Tucson.
And I'm Sheldon Edwards. At Doubletree Reed Park, you'll enjoy spacious rooms, modern amenities, and that signature warm Doubletree cookie welcome. Whether you're in town for a game, a meeting, or just a relaxing escape, this hotel is your perfect home away from home. So book your stay today at Doubletree Reed Park Hotel and experience Tucson like never before.
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, provides life-saving care. Loyola Medicine's top-rated doctors diagnose, treat, and manage both common conditions and complex diseases. Visit loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today. Team Impact is a therapeutic 2-year program that matches children facing serious illness and disabilities. College sports teams creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Loyola Medicine sponsors the Ramblers' relationship with Team Impact, which currently includes 3 active matches. Team Impact getting all kids in the game, all in, all together. Got 15:36 remaining, and the Ramblers trail 45-42, being outscored 11-4 in the second half. 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, with 2 turnovers in the second half. Chattanooga, 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, and they have not turned the ball over yet in this second half of play. Loyola just disjointed a bit offensively, and the defense just hasn't been as strong as it's been the first 3 games of the NIT, allowing opponents to only shoot 37%. But we know Loyola has the capability to clamp down at any moment.
Yeah, clamp down, especially when we need it. So, I mean, you think about, we're about close to 5 minutes into the first half. I mean, as poorly as it seems like it's gone, we're only down 3 points. So, I mean, it's still a 1-possession game. So we have an opportunity to come get a stop right here out of this timeout. I'm pretty sure that had to have been the message that Drew was giving his team, outside the fact that was poor execution on the offensive set right there that we just got. But we had an opportunity, get a stop right here, and then I'd love to see us get out and run transition a little bit. I mean, I think JQ, where he can be really effective, especially against these smaller Chattanooga guards, it's in transition, kind of use his size again to the paint, and then he has great finishing ability around the rim, and he's a strong free throw shooter. So I could see him being effective and starting to impact the game for us that way.
Chattanooga basketball out of the timeout. Ramblers extend some 1-2-2 3-quarter court pressure. See what Loyola drops back into now defensively. They go man as getting into the paint and scoring is Bottom. Trey Bottom with 15, and Chattanooga leads by 5, 47-42. Chattanooga extends some pressure now. Dawson into the front court. Over to JQ. Gets the play call. Quinn swings for Dawson right side. Now Watson right wing. Watson doubled, gives to Dawson. Now Quinn open for a left side 3. He's made 3 in a row from downtown, dating back to the Kent State game. 47-45. His 8th made 3-pointer of the year. He's made 3 of those 8 in the last 2 NIT games. The Juve at the free throw line. Gives it up. Out top. Bottom. Penetrates. Doubled. Up fakes. Kicks out to Huff. 10 to shoot. Huff. Bounces for DeJuve, top of the nail. Now around with it is Kiesler. Kiesler to the hoop. Nice. Wild off the window. Rebound by Wakoria. Here come the Ramblers. Quinn for Watson. Now for Dawson. Between the rings. JD for Wakoria left wing. Trying to enter it for Deloach. He does. Deloach has Kiesler on him.
Just go to the basket.
That's Whelan, excuse me. Brings him to the baseline and scores. Just turns to the baseline and it's wide open and he scores off the window. 7 for JJ. That's 5 straight for the Ramblers to tie it at 47. And here comes the Rambler crowd. The Juve, top of the nail, bounce pass right in the lane. It's Bonham.
High hand, JJ.
Yeah, Deloach goes out to guard him on the wing.
Don't relax.
Now he shoots over him. Getting the ball back. They fouled him
JJ,
and a
bro.
3.
JJ.
And Chattanooga by 3. And a chance at the free throw line for Bonham. First free throw of the game coming up for Chattanooga.
And you see that whole sequence. You see JJ just stand up and relax as soon as Bonham got rid of the ball the first time. They threw it right back to him. JJ had an oh crap moment.
Yep, got him
and
on the forearm.
Just laid on the closeout, fouled a three-point shooter. That's just, it's just bad.
First free throw of the game for Chattanooga. Bonham's an 84% free throw shooter. It's in the air and it bounces out. So damage minimized by 1 point there. 50-47 Chattanooga. 13:35 left to go. Quinn behind the screen of Rubin. Right elbow. Finds Watson left wing. Catch and shoot 3. Front rimmed it. And the rebound by Bonham. Here comes Chattanooga. Bonham has Rubin on him behind the back dribble. Start and stop. Fouls into the paint. Lost the basketball. Deflected out near half court. JQ tries to go get it. It's picked up though by Huff. There's 15 to shoot. Now a lot of dribbling by Huff. Crosses over right, crosses over left, met by Rubin. Step back 3 in the corner, front rimmed it. Loose ball on the floor to Juve has it. He goes up. He misses. Loose ball again. Watson gets it. Chattanooga bench wanting a foul badly. Watson into the front court for JQ. Catch and drive to the baseline. Sheldon in the corner. Up fakes. Finds JQ. Steps into it. 3 ball again. Ooh. In and out. Rubin taps it out to Watson. He steps back for a right side 3. That's no good. Rubin got his hand on it again, but this time it's a rebound by Kiesler. Here comes Kiesler. Ahead. It's Huff. Huff in the lane. Hands it off. Kiesler floats it up and in. 5-point Chattanooga lead. 52-47. 12:28 to go. Quinn to Watson. Watson drives to the paint, right side, lobs a pass to Quinn, who saves it from going out of bounds into Edwards. That ball was destined for over the top of the Rambler bench. Watson down the right baseline, steps to the hoop, can't spin it in, just rolls off the rim, no good. Hasn't been Dez's day. 1 of 7 from the field.
Hey, it's not your night. Hey, give us something on defense. Lock somebody up.
Bocoria guarding the ball in the hands of Bonham on the left wing. Bonham hands it off to Kiesler. Now to Juve. Around 18 feet, just dribbling around the top of the nail. Kiesler comes to get it and went down to Juve. 3 ball right side is good. Hunter Huff. And all of a sudden, Chattanooga has an 8-point lead, 55-47 with 11:41 to go. Bocoria on the left wing. JQ in the corner. Bounces it for Bocoria. Into the paint, poked away. Rubin had it, lost it. Bocoria. Now Watson, right corner, up fakes, drives to the hoop with contact. Can't score it. Will go to the free throw line after a timeout. Chattanooga outscoring Loyola 21-9 in the second half. They're on an 8-0 run right now with 11:25 left to go, and it's an 8-point Chattanooga lead. 55-47. Some big free throws coming up for Des Watson. We come back from this timeout. We'll take the timeout again with the Ramblers down by 8. This is Loyola basketball from Learfield.
JB Alberto's has had a passion for pizza since 1965. Each JB Alberto's pizza starts with its own unique handcrafted dough. It's topped with flavorful homemade pizza sauce, crafted from sun-ripened tomatoes, 100% real mozzarella cheese, ingredients cut fresh daily, and top-quality meats. Visit jbalbertos.com to order online or call them at 773-973-1700. JB Alberto's, the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
This is Ramblers men's basketball player Jane Dawson on behalf of Center Construction Group. They're Chicago's hometown team. We're specializing in building spaces that inspire. From modern offices to vibrant restaurants, Center Construction Group handles every detail with precision, creativity, and commitment to excellence. Center Construction Group's talented team is committed to building more than spaces. They're committed to delivering stunning results and building lasting relationships. Learn more at centerconstructiongroup.com. Center Construction Group, built better.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup as the top college athletic programs for the 2024-25 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite team or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2025 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Established in 1938, Green State Credit Union serves over 450,000 members with world-class deposit and loan products. Learn why membership pays at greenstate.org, member NCUA. 8-0 Chattanooga run over the last 2 minutes and 19 seconds. And the Ramblers being outscored 21-9 here in the second half. Trail by 8, 55-47. Just 4 of 12 from the field in the second half with 2 turnovers, 1 of 8 from 3. They will get to the line for the first time here in the second half. Des Watson getting himself to the line and a chance maybe to get himself going. And more important than that, I mean, they go hand in hand, but get the Ramblers a couple of points here and trim this lead down to 6. Obviously a ton of time left, but the Ramblers have not trailed by double figures at all in this NIT and really have led for the vast majority of time across the first 3 NIT games. So some adversity midway point of the second half here for Loyola to fight through.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a great opportunity for us to get some points on the board while the clock is stopped, which is going to benefit us. Then also Dez just has to get it going, man. Like, I mean, there's no other way around it. So hopefully him being at the free throw line, seeing the ball go in will be able to kickstart him. But also right now, I mean, it's unfortunate because it hasn't been his night offensively, but I mean, defensively, I don't think he's been very sharp either.
So here's Dez at the line, first of 2.
Nice.
And knocks down the first. 55-48, 11:25 to go. JD can get going again as well. 12 points all in the first half. Second shot for Dez. Rattles in. He'll come out now for Daniil Glasgow. Edwards, Owinsu, Dawson, and Rubin, the 5 on the floor. Ramblers again, 1-2-2. 3-quarter court pressure. In the backcourt, they get it across now with Huff on the right side. Huff passes over to Costoul. Costoul into the right corner. Down low, getting open. Mekhi Richards almost missed the layup. Gets the bounce. Movement away from the ball again. Getting free at the rim. 57-49. Dawson to Glasgow in the right corner. Back out to Dawson. Dawson left-hand dribble drive to the paint. Floats it up and in.
There we go.
First bucket of the second half for JD. 14 for the game. 57-51. Huff into the front court for the Mocs. Swings it right for Costoul. Costoul now bounces it top of the key. Richards. Mekhi Richards hands it off. Cusano. Cusano trying to go back to Richards. Daniil got his hand on it to knock it away out of bounds. It'll be Mocs ball with 15 on the timer.
Yeah, I love how Daniil didn't give up on that play and just worked his way back on the inside to disrupt that pass. Now on the basket we just gave up, JD probably has to call that or just have to emergency switch it because his man set that rip screen on Miles. And that's how he's able to get free.
On the entry pass or the inbound pass, a quick whistle on the Ramblers. On Sheldon, his first. 4th on Loyola here in the second half. Chattanooga has 2 team fouls. Under out of bounds again for Chattanooga. 57-51 Mocs with 10:32 left to go. Costoul looking to get the ball in. Bounces into the left corner. Huff there for 3. No good. Long rebound, offensive rebound, and they kick it back out. Rubin now guarding Huff up beyond the 3-point line. Passes it out front to Whelan, guarded by Daniil. Now Costoul deep on the right side. Caught by Richards. Hands back off Costoul. He will step back, not take the 3. Swings it right. 5 to shoot. Down low Richards. Poked away by Rubin to the floor with 2, with 1. And that's going to be a shot clock violation.
There we go. It's one stop.
Rambler ball. 10:08 to go. Down by 6.
Yeah, we just need a good possession here. You don't need to yank a quick 3. Now, if you're, JD or Sheldon, you're wide open, go ahead and let it fly. But let's get a good one here.
think whatever action gets JD on the move into the paint is usually pretty good. Kamani dribbling out top. Between the rings with it. Owinsu. Now Dawson comes to get it. 16 to shoot. Dawson will step into a three and knock it down.
Let's get
Well,
it.
kind of the exact opposite of we both said, but who cares? JD now has 17, 57-54. Dawson now playing defense on the right wing on the ball against Costul. Bounces it for Cusano. Back to Costul. Bounce pass in the lane to Richards. Knocked away, and it just pinballed back to Richards at the rim to lay it in. Bad break. 59-54. Ramblers had two players' hands in the passing lane there. Edwards around the Kamani screen. Finds Dawson right side. Catch and shoot for three.
Off.
Way off. Didn't catch the rim. He was fading a bit to his right as he shot that ball.
Yeah, and he had Richards basically in his lap when he caught it.
Chattanooga by 5 with the basketball. 9:06 to go. Richards, top side. Push pass right for Whelan. Whelan trying to get to the corner against Glasgow. Good D by Daniil. 8 to shoot. Picks up the dribble. Gets to the hoop. Misses off the front rim. Offensive rebound. Put back and a foul. Sean Cusano with the bucket. And the free throw could put Chattanooga back up by 8.
It's great initial defense, but yeah, no box out right there.
Ramblers have allowed 7 offensive rebounds in the game. And 5 and possibly 6 second chance points. Cusano is a 65% free throw shooter at the line. With 8:50 left to go, and Chattanooga leads by 7. Free throw in the air and good. Chattanooga back up by 8. The Ramblers had some momentum. Got it to within 3. But 5 in a row from Chattanooga. 62-54 with 8:45 to go. Ramblers break some backcourt pressure. DeLoach at the rim with contact.
And
a late whistle as he scores.
There we go.
Ramblers did that in like 5 seconds on that possession.
Yep.
Got a long pass up to half court. Dawson went towards the paint, found DeLoach, and then the whistle came. It was the right call. I mean, Richards got in the air and made contact. DeLoach scored it, then the whistle came. JJ's got 9 today. 3 of 3 from the field, 3 of 3 at the line in 8 minutes.
They'll bring Mulholland back out there. Now, he has 3 fouls. He's not going to want to pick up a 4th. I'd go right back to JJ. If you're a guard, drive the ball into the paint, get all the way to the bucket.
JJ completes the 3-point play. Double figures for DeLoach today. 6th time he's done it as a Rambler. 62-57. Mulholland catches the ball out front as they break the Rambler pressure. They're looking for a foul call. At least their fans are. Dribbling out front with it is Bonham. Bonham guarded by Dawson. Bonham on the right wing. Crosses over to his right. Nowhere to go. Circles back out with 7 to shoot. Bonham trying to get free. Gets enough space to take a long 3, and he hit it. Just dribbling until there's space to shoot. 65-57. Dawson. Left wing up for Quinn. 8:02 left to go. Ramblers back down by 8. Dawson to DeLoach in the paint. Behind the back pass. Out of bounds. Chattanooga ball.
JJ.
He's saying it was deflected, but I don't think so. It's going to be Chattanooga ball.
Why? Okay, let's just go to commercial now.
7:56 left to go in the second half. It'll be Chattanooga basketball. Chattanooga 65, Loyola 57. So the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
Download the Go Ramblers mobile app to stay connected with your favorite Loyola teams. The app features the latest news, scores, stats, and interactive content. Search Loyola Ramblers in the Apple or Google Play Store. Make sure to follow the Ramblers on social media at RamblersMBB for all the latest news, updates, videos, and highlights.
On the alley-oop! Are you kidding me?
That's at RamblersMBB on Instagram and Twitter.
Caputo Cheese specializes in the manufacturing and processing of fine Italian-type cheeses, including Parmesan, Romano, and fresh mozzarella. They're best known among chefs for their award-winning burrata and ricotta cheeses. Whether you need a traditional Parmigiano Reggiano or a customized solution, Caputo Cheese delivers quality and consistency that only high standards and family pride can produce. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese.
Sudi and CT back with you inside Hinkle Fieldhouse. It's getting late now, 7:56 to go. And the Ramblers trail 65-57. Chattanooga will have the basketball and a chance for the first double-figure lead that either team has had in this game. The Ramblers led by 9 with 3:04 left to go in the first half. And then Chattanooga got within 2. It was 4 at halftime. And 31-19, the Mocs have outscored the Ramblers here in the second half. Silly turnover just a moment ago by Jalen DeLoach. The best way to put it. Bad idea on the pass.
Try to throw behind the back high-low pass. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Now, of course, if it somehow connects to a dunk, it's a great highlight play, but the risk versus the reward there, not in a good ratio, let's just say, in that case. And now you hand the ball to Chattanooga with the momentum and a chance to go up double figures with 7:56 left. But we know that Jaden Dawson can get hot from 3. Sheldon Edwards can get hot from 3. And Miles Rubin can score at will, it would seem, if you get the ball to him within 10 feet of the hoop, it feels like at this point. 6 of 6 today with 12 points.
Yeah, I mean, Miles is having a great offensive game right now. But, I mean, yeah, we just got to find ways to get stops. We had to get some rebounds. I mean, we did a great job keeping them off the glass in the first half. I think they'll have 1 or 2 offensive rebounds. And it seems like now, it's just every single time we force a stop, they come up with a rebound or the ball just in a 50-50 ball. We're just not coming up with any of them. So it's just been a big hill for us to overcome.
Chattanooga has 12 more shot attempts in this game, partially due to +3 offensive rebounds, and then in their case, +4 turnovers. They have 6, and Loyola has 10. All right, Chattanooga basketball out of the timeout. Ramblers need a stop here. Don't want to let this get to double figures. Huff dribbling out to the right side, guarded by Quinn, jumps out in his face. Passes it to Kiesler. Kiesler left-hand dribble to the free throw line. Wheelan down the baseline. Met at the hoop by DeLoach. Blocked the shot. Mulholland got the loose ball and then lays it up and in.
Yep, it's a straight line drive from Sheldon, man.
10-point game, 67-57. Sheldon into the paint to Wakoria, right corner for 3. That's good for Francis Wakoria. It's the second shot he's taken all game, and it's a made 3. (67-60) Chattanooga, 7:06 to go. Wheelan fumbles the ball on the baseline left, picks it up, gives to Mulholland out front. Mulholland hands it off. Bottom trying to drive by Quinn. Quinn reaches around from the back, knocked the ball away. It'll be a foul. 6th on the team, so no free throws here. His 3rd. The only Rambler with 3 in the game. 6:58 to go. 67-60, Chattanooga lead. Baseline inbounds. Wheelan on the left wing with it. Passes to the free throw line. Mulholland back to Wheelan on the wing.
They can use it, JJ.
Wheelan dribbling around. 8 to shoot. Gets across the lane with it. Bounce pass back door. Knocked away by Quinn. Loose ball. Ricochets out off Chattanooga. Again, getting hands in the passing lane. Better than they did in the first half on those cuts away from the ball. There's been a couple of bad breaks where the ball is pinballed back to Chattanooga for layups in these occasions. Not this time. Ramblers the ball down by 7. Quinn into the front court. Watson dribbling out near the half-court logo. Quinn fires it down low. Wide open DeLoach. Contact. Count it.
Yeah, JJ.
Another chance for free for JJ. That was against the zone, right? So yes. JJ did a good job. Not sure if he ran the baseline or not, but he just found a soft spot. Wanted the ball. Let's see the replay here, CT. We can check it out.
Yeah, I mean, they ran JD off a baseline screen first. I mean, with the way he shoots, they knew the guards are going to get way extended out. I think Francis just screened in, and JJ just stepped up into that soft spot and was able to convert.
It was Bonham down low who ends up fouling JJ. So, that's a mismatch. A chance to pull the Ramblers within 4. Free throw. Another free throw made for Deloach. He's 5 of 5 with 13 points. He's tied his Loyola career high here today. He doesn't want his Loyola career to end yet. 6:28 to go. 67-63 Chattanooga. Wheelan skips it to Mulholland. Left side, guarded by Deloach. Trying to bring him down low. Mulholland into the paint. Up fake, steps up, and eventually a foul. I mean, they let him go for a while with a lot of contact. And you know what? I'm okay with that here, JJ. He ends up fouling him hard. Never gets the shot up on the rim. So no chance for a three-point play. Has to shoot free throws.
Yeah, it was a good, hard foul. I mean, he made a play on the ball. It was a foul. You don't see JJ arguing. You don't see Drew or anybody else arguing.
And JJ will argue if he thinks it's not a foul. So
yeah, he made a play on the ball. I mean, it's just a hard foul.
Mulholland to the line where he's 78% this season. First trip today. It's only going to be free throws 3 and 4 of the game for Chattanooga. Mulholland's first in the air. Too strong. Back iron. JJ will check out. Miles will come in. But how about Deloach? 13 points, 4-4 from the field, 5 of 5 at the line in 11 minutes. And then you've got Miles Rubin. So between Miles and Deloach, you've got 25 points on 10 of 10 shooting. Not bad for your two bigs going in and out. Second free throw from Mulholland. Bounces around and in. 68-63 with 6:14 left. So it's a 6-1 Rambler run. And they have the ball. Watson standing on the tee and NIT at half court. Now Quinn comes to get it. JQ holds on to it. Now puts down the dribble, inching towards his left. Now looking back right. Dribbles that way. Watson gets the pass. Almost slips down. Fans wanted to travel, but he never really did. Dawson now, step back three. Fouled as he shot it, and he's going to shoot three.
Did he change his shoes?
JD?
Yeah.
You're better with tracking shoes than I am. I'll trust you on that one.
Yeah, bright pink KDs. Whatever. Hey, that's going to get them going. Whatever. Let's do it.
JD went behind the back on the dribble. Bottom closeout in the landing space, I think is what they're calling, because I didn't see any contact with the arm. And JD didn't land on him, but if you still get in that area, they'll call the foul. Bottom called for the foul, his second. JD, no good on the first free throw, too strong. Need these next two. .74% on the season for Dawson. 1 for 2 today. 17 points on 6 of 13 shooting. Second free throw. Made it.
Nice.
Dawson came in averaging 18.7 a game in the NIT. Of course, had a career-high 35 at San Francisco. Only had 8 against San Jose State. 13 last game against Kent State. Third free throw. Good. He makes 2 of 3. 68-65 with 5:55 left to go. And the Rambler fans again now standing up in unison. Out near half court, Kiesler. Deep on the right side, Bottom. Mulholland catches out front. Hands it back off Bottom. Bottom trying to work behind the screen. Dribbles into the lane. At the rim. Puts up a crazy reverse. No good.
Dez.
Loose ball off the floor, and Dez couldn't get to it. Kiesler got to it, and then Dez also fouled him. That'll be 1 and 1.
It's another 50-50 ball. Just got to, Scott, we have to come up with those.
Things that have been happening, really, the last several weeks for the Ramblers. Now Kiesler to the line, shooting 1 and 1, a 71% free throw shooter. It's in the air and good. 69-65. Still 5:32 left to go, and an eternity left.
Yeah, we're a little small now with Francis going to the bench, so everybody has to help rebound. We need everybody on the glass.
Second free throw from Kiesler. Got that as well. 70-65 Chattanooga with 5:32 left. It's Watson, Quinn, Dawson, Edwards, and Rubin. Quinn dribbling towards the right. Now back towards between the rings. Edwards comes to get it. Sheldon to Rubin, catches right in the lane.
Single
Rubin
coverage.
skipping
Wild.
it. Wild pass, but Dawson saves it. Yeah, Miles had a chance to go to the rim there, but kept running the play instead. Dawson towards the paint. Corner three, Watson. Got it! It was a real quick release. I think he did that a couple of games ago. It was one of the ugliest shots he ever took. This one he makes, and it's 70-68.
Yeah, just doesn't even dip the ball. He just shoots it from wherever he catches it from. That's elite shooting right there.
Mulholland across the nail, passes into the lane for Kiesler. Guarded by Dawson, one-on-one. Backing him down, extending the arm. Goes up. Watson comes to help, blocks the shot. And then JQ blocks the shot.
Man.
And then they call the foul on the second time, on the second block shot.
Oh, my gosh. That's bad. That is really bad.
And they're calling it on JQ on the second block. Showing us the replay of that Dez three-pointer. You're right. He normally has that pronounced dip. That time he just caught it and shot it. Now, Dez, great block. Ball got batted and, okay. Yeah, JQ did foul him. He got the ball first, but on the follow-through got the arm. First free throw is good, 71-68. But again, it's another 50-50 ball that Loyola just couldn't get here tonight.
Yep.
After the initial great play by Dez.
Yep. And we just said we went a lot smaller, so we needed everybody on the glass right there.
That was a fourth foul on JQ. Second free throw upcoming for Cusano. Made both. But Ramblers just traded 3 for 2. Now have the ball down by 4. 72-68. 4:43 left to go. Dez, Dawson, Wakoria, Sheldon, and Rubin now on the floor. Dez lets the ball roll as far as it will go to pick it up and save the tie. Now comes across half court. Gives to Rubin. Rubin dribbling left, handoff Dawson. Dawson turns to corner, behind the back, trying to come to a stop. Lost the ball on the floor, saves it, and then back at half court, Wakoria able to pick it up. 15 to shoot. Rubin deep out front, hands off Sheldon. Edwards into the paint, to the hoop. Can't spin it home, but Miles, the putback is good. Miles with 14. A perfect 7 of 7 from the field. 4:08 to go. Chattanooga 72, Loyola 70. Bottom, top side. Rubin gets out to him. Now Huff deep on the left. Honor Huff back to bottom between the rings.
Miles.
Rubin guarding him. Now they switch Edwards out of him. Richards got free. Rubin blocked the shot late. Goaltending. Because they did the switch. And then in that moment, Mekhi Richards went to the hoop. And Miles was late to reach him. And we've come to our under 4 timeout with 3:53 left to go. Chattanooga 74, Loyola 70 in the NIT semifinals here on the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
This is Ramblers men's basketball player Jalen Quinn on behalf of the law firm of Kupiec and Martin. Founded in 2008 by Loyola alumnus Dave Kupiec, Kupiec and Martin is a trusted multi-state tax law firm with almost 6 years of experience advising businesses with state and local income, franchise, and sales tax matters. Their expertise was developed from working in-house at large publicly owned corporate tax departments, Big Four accounting firms, and state agencies. Contact them at 312-632-1022 or visit them at kupiecandmartin.com. Go Blairs.
At Loyola University Chicago's Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health, we address health in all its dimensions to provide better outcomes for all. With academic programming in applied health sciences, healthcare administration, health informatics and data science, and public health sciences. We collaborate across disciplines to find solutions to complex problems. Join us at the Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health as we reimagine the future of health today. Learn more at luc.edu/Parkinson.
JB Alberto's is the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Although they've had passion for pizza since 1965, their menu also includes appetizers, salads, chicken, ribs, seafood, steak, pastas, sandwiches, burgers, and desserts. Check out their daily specials and order online at jbalbertos.com. You can also call them at 773-973-1700 for all of your catering needs.
.353 left to go. It's Chattanooga 74, Loyola 70. It'll be Rambler basketball. Both teams are shooting 53% in this game. In fact, the Ramblers are out shooting Chattanooga technically, 53.3%. The Chattanooga is 52.6%. Both teams have made 8 threes. Chattanooga, though, 8 of 20. Loyola, 8 of 24. Ramblers are 14 of 17 at the line. Chattanooga, 6 of 8. The Ramblers have 10 turnovers. Chattanooga has 7. Chattanooga plus 6 points off turnovers. And they're also plus 7 second chance points. So there's your differences there. The extra turnovers and the extra second chances. And that's why Chattanooga has a 4-point lead, 74-70. But the Ramblers have the ball and obviously plenty of time to work with and have gotten their offensive mojo back running, having made 5 of their last 6 shots.
Yeah, the offense is flowing for us right now, but I think we've got to clean up the second half or the second chance points. I'd really love for us to just hold them without any for his last 353. Now we get a little bit bigger by bringing Francis out there. But we really have to get everybody on the glass. Francis has played 19 minutes. He has 1 defensive rebound. That's just not going to cut it. He needs to get at least 3, maybe 4 more throughout the rest of this game. I just want to see him be a beast on the glass and really give us something on that end of the floor, in that area of the game.
All right, Ramblers moving length of the floor here with Quinn, Watson, Dawson, Wakoria, and Rubin. And the shot clock never started. Neither did the game clock. Neither clock started, so it's going to be... I hate that they do this. Now they just put the ball at the hash mark and take 3 seconds off. I just feel like just go back and just start over. All right, now JQ will get it across half court with 22 on the shot clock. 3:43 left to go in the second half. Watson between the rings. Made his last shot a three-pointer, and then the next time down the floor had a nice defensive play. Dawson on the left wing. Dawson dribbles out to the top. Now passes for Quinn in the corner. Quinn, jab step, drives baseline, trying to shoot a pass out to Watson, and it was a bad one. It's intercepted. And Chattanooga the ball with a 4-point lead. Bottom, dribbling to the left, hands off Huff. Huff now, guarded by Wakoria. Huff. Dawson switches on him. Now in the right corner, it's Whelan. Whelan with 8 to shoot. Into the paint, guarded by Dez. Up fake, steps in, puts it up off the glass. No, rebound Wakoria.
Francis, there we go, Francis.
At inside position. Less than 3 to play. Ramblers down by 4. Dawson hesitates, drives, passes it to Quinn on the left wing. Ball got deflected right to JQ. Watson. Moving to his left, taking Huff down low. Double team coming. He'll passes to Quinn. Back to Watson. Rubin trying to get space down low. Watson takes the 3 and makes the 3. Dez is woken up. 74-73 Chattanooga with 2:28 to go.
Come on, let's get another stop. Give me another rebound, Francis.
Richard sets the screen for Bottom. Bottom passes to Huff out front. Huff swings it right to Kiesler. And timeout Chattanooga. With 2:15 left to go, and 12 will be on the shot clock. And the Ramblers now down 74-73. Loyola's made 6 of their last 7 shots. And are within 1. And now have a chance to play 12 seconds of defense. Get on the glass. And then go down the floor and retake the lead here.
Yeah.
How about Dez Watson? These 2 clutch shots. Not really, in the grand scheme of things, great looks, great offense. But that's what those types of players do, right? They just make the shot that you think is impossible or not the good shot at the time, maybe.
Yeah, but those big momentum changing shots. Dez has done that. But I think you said it best right there. We got, defend these next 12 seconds, get on the glass, secure that defensive rebound. And then, we go. We've been cutting them up on the offensive side. We got to be able to get another good one. Can't turn the ball over.
Ramblers shooting 54.5% this half, 54.3% for the game. Chattanooga 57.7% this half, 51.7% for the game. Sideline inbounds play. They lob it into the backcourt. 10 to shoot. Bottom out front with 6. Now with 4, Bottom. With 3. He drives with 2 to the hoop. Flips it up. No. Loose ball. Loose ball foul on Loyola.
They gave him the bucket.
Counting the bats. Did somebody interfere with the net? So is it no fouls or just a goaltend? What are they?
No, they're gonna review it. Yeah, I didn't see. Wait, what's the?
So they're calling a goaltend, but was it a foul as well?
Come on, don't.
Well, let's see. We're gonna watch the replay. Yeah. Miles hit the rim, so it should just be a goaltend then. I think they were going to call a foul on Wakoria after the fact, a loose ball, but you can't call that if the basket's good, right?
Exactly.
So I think that's the right call. I think it should be a goaltend on Miles. And then what they were going to have was a foul on Wakoria, rightfully so as well, crashing the glass. He got a forearm elbow up high.
Yeah.
And I hope they don't look at that as something,
No, because he made a play. That's a clear play on the ball.
You're right.
That's a basketball play.
So
Miles did. Yeah, that should be a goal.
Yeah, went up and hit the rim.
Yeah.
And that's too bad because that wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
The ball was shot long. Now, if then would have been a foul on the other end and maybe free throws to make them. So it looks like it should be 2 points to Chattanooga and then Rambler ball.
Yeah. Come on, get it right, Edwin.
I mean, it's very clearly, I don't know why this would take any time more than 2 seconds to see. Yeah, he hit the rim on his way up trying to block the shot. Yeah. Clearly a goaltend. I mean, I don't know. I hope the ruling is you can't then say, but there's also the loose ball foul.
Wouldn't know because that should have been a good bucket, and then that's.
I mean, I know
the end of the possession, right?
It should. But they do have loose ball fouls. Remember, you can have a loose ball foul after a shot has been made. You can have it. But usually it's called on the offense, funny enough. But the basket would still count. So you're really hoping they're not going to do a foul as well and give them free throws too. Yeah, Miles has to be careful there not to break a finger.
Yeah.
The officials are still talking this over, and I have to think they're discussing
that second part.
After the goaltend, right?
But no, but that's not. I would see the Drew's reaction.
What? Did you say no basket interference?
I did say no. Oh, they take those points away. I mean,
wow. I don't understand. I mean, what?
That was.
Do they have discretion to say that because the shot was going to be missed long that it didn't affect it?
All right, and it's our ball. All right, well.
Yeah, and then I'll go to possession arrow.
All right, hey, let's go.
I don't.
All right, well.
I'm going to take the ruling, but that does not seem fair. That's what I'm going to say for Chattanooga. That does not seem fair.
Well, let their
right.
All right, we'll let their broadcast.
I hope they are. I really hope they are, because that doesn't make a lick of sense. So take the points off, and then.
And we get the ball.
I'm pretty sure they were calling a foul on Wakoria on the loose ball, but like you said, the ball is dead. They're calling the ball dead right there, and then possession arrow.
All right, let's capitalize on it.
Wow. I don't like that. I don't like it, but I'll take it. JQ bounces it for Dawson. Ramblers down by 1. 1:56 to go. Rubin between the rings. Hands off Dez. Dez fumbles it. Defender went down. Quinn trying to take advantage of that behind a Rubin screen. Kick out Dez. Three-pointer Watson. Front rimmed it. Rebound by Kiesler. Minute 40 left. Chattanooga by 1. Bottom. Up top, guarded by Edwards. Dribbles to his left. Gives it to Kiesler. Kiesler around the Mulholland screen. Kiesler now in the hands of Huff. Bounce it from Mulholland. Trying to go back up.
Miles.
Rubin rips it away to steal. Rubin looks for
Sheldon.
A minute 20 left, and the Ramblers down by 1.
Don't need a quick three.
And Sheldon now protecting the ball because Kiesler's reach again. He wants to call timeout. Timeout Loyola. That will leave them with 1 timeout left. Possession arrow now in Chattanooga's favor. Chattanooga has 5 team fouls, so they have 1 to give. Loyola, though, is into how many fouls do they have? They should have double bonus at this point. Yeah, 9, so the next one is double bonus. So that's your situation here. 74-73 Chattanooga. Ramblers have the ball. I like, if that Dez three-pointer goes in, we're hyped up, we're ready to go. But I think Loyola, they have to get to the rim here. Just have to get to the rim.
Yeah, I mean, they don't. Yeah, just get a good possession, going to the rim. I mean, Chattanooga, they've got Mulholland out there. He's got 3 fouls. He's not going to want to pick up his 4th. He's not a big-time shot blocker either. And then also, I think we have an opportunity if you're a guard going in there crashing and you're Miles, if you're in the dunker spot, of course, you're going to be ready. But then get on the glass, too. Miles has gotten us a couple of second-chance opportunities here tonight.
Miles has 14 points, 7 of 7, 6 rebounds, 2 on the offensive glass, 2 assists, 1 block, and then that 1 steal a moment ago. Watson will inbound with Dawson, Rubin, Edwards, and Quinn on the floor. Into the backcourt for Quinn. Catches it, 22 on the shot clock, across half court with 21. JQ for Rubin, top side. Swings it left for Watson. Watson bounces it for Dawson. Dawson turns the corner, pull up, 12 feet, back rimmed it. Rubin got his hand on the rebound, but he had only 1 hand up on it, and then Chattanooga gets it.
Let's go. Play it straight. Got to play it straight. Got to get a rebound here.
Bottom. Dribbling out near half court with 49 seconds left. Now 14 to shoot. Bottom with 12 to shoot. Starts to move. Looking left. Hands off Honor. Honor guarded by Rubin. 5 to shoot on the right wing. Honor, step back 3. Got it. 77-73 Chattanooga with 34.2 seconds left. And Chattanooga called timeout.
Yeah. You can see on that replay, when the guard's sizing up your big like that, you got to get a high hand on that so he has some doubt. Otherwise, he's basically just shooting over maybe a tall chair out there. See, Miles got to get a higher hand.
Yeah, Miles potentially lucky enough he called for a foul as well because he almost got in the landing space of Huff. So it's going to be Rambler basketball. 34.2 seconds left, but now down by 4. Obviously, plenty of time. Go to the basket, get a bucket, and string this one out. Honor Huff now leading Division I with 128 made 3-pointers this season. Ramblers will have to go the length of the floor here. Down by 4. They put the clock to 35 seconds left. Watson, Quinn, Edwards, Dawson, and Rubin. Watson getting in the backcourt to Quinn. Quinn across half court with 31 seconds left. Edwards comes to get it. Edwards back to Quinn. 25 seconds left. Watson deep on the right. Watson drives to the paint. Free throw line. Puts up a tough step back. Missed it short. Kept alive on the glass.
Foul.
Chattanooga got it. And a foul with 15.7 seconds left. And that'll be 2 shots on the other end for Chattanooga. And Quinn committed the foul, so he's fouled out. 77-73 with 15.7 seconds left. And 2 shots upcoming for Garrison Kiesler. First one is good, 78-73. Second shot bounces out. Here come the Ramblers, 13 seconds left. Dawson got fouled. It's only the 16th foul with 11.3 seconds left. So it'll be an inbounds play. Down by 5 with 11.3 seconds left. And Loyola's going to use Chattanooga's going to use their final timeout. So that'll allow Loyola to keep the 1 timeout. Draw up a quick hitter here, whether it's a 3 or a 2, and then obviously go for the steal on the inbounds play. And now the Chattanooga doesn't have any timeouts left. You get a quick bucket, You force them to rush, throw one away, or maybe 5-second violation, and you can create some magic inside Hinkle Fieldhouse. But to do it, they're going to need Chattanooga to make a mistake now at this point. Down by 5 with 11.3 seconds left. Chattanooga will have to help you out somehow, whether it's a turnover or a silly foul. The Ramblers had a couple of chances to retake the lead, tie it up, whatever it was, down the stretch here, but just couldn't get the best look or a shot to fall. Down by as many as 10 here in the second half, 67-57. Of course, Loyola led by as many as 9 in the first half. And another terrific game in this NIT over these couple of weeks. All right, Loyola. Drew Valentine drew up one of his best plays. Down by 5 with 11.3 seconds left. No timeouts left for Chattanooga. Ramblers have 1. Possession arrows in Chattanooga's favor as well. Watson inbounding from the sideline. Looking. Dawson catches, launches a long 3. Too strong. Rebound off the floor, Chattanooga. And the Mocs are going to win and move on to play UC Irvine in the NIT championship game on Thursday as gets dunked by Bonham on the other end with 2 seconds left, 80-73, and that's going to do it. The Ramblers will have their season end in the NIT semifinals with a 25-12 record, losing tonight to Chattanooga, a basketball team that has been very good all season and really good in the NIT. 80-73 is the final score. And the Rambler fans, most of them are not going to the exits right now. They're standing up and applauding their team, as they should. And hopefully they will stay a little bit longer here and give the send-off to this team. It's going to be a bitter ending, but I think we'll reflect and say this was a hell of a ride and a great season. And we'll fall just a couple of wins shy of a championship in the NIT. 80-73, the final score again. Chattanooga gets the win. All right, coming up will be the JB Alberto's postgame show, the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Order online at jbalbertos.com. Call them at 773-973-1700 or visit them at 1326 West Morse